Oh, we're getting word here. One more award. I'm sorry about that. This award it's actually like kind of a medical award. It's most likely to have a heart attack or a myocardial infarction after smoking too much weed. Now this award, you have to have certain criteria. You have to be morbidly obese, you have to be sedentary, you have to be just sitting there constantly, daily, day in, day out. It's a special award. And basically you have to smoke so much weed that you will likely die from a myocardial infarction or a heart attack. And that's Brian McClay from Beyond Wednesdays. Congratulations, Brian. You don't have much longer in this mortal coil. I congratulate you on your sedentary lifestyle.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information. Real fucking high on drugs.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night, another Modern Comic Mayhem. The show is starting early in my mind, even though everybody's like, it's almost 7:30. We're finally getting to that point where I can start thinking about changing to winter time, which gives me an extra hour. Yee, what's going on, brother?
What's going on? I picked this up today.
What's that?
Damn, someone with heat.
This Ellie De La Cruz Earth card. Remember how I pulled the Mercury?
Oh yeah, that's sick. Those are badass.
I bought the Earth one today because it was cheap. 320. The guy had it at 400. I offered 325. He took it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna offer 350, and then someone told me like, "Hey, you should see if they'll do it for 325." And if they counter you with 375, settle in the middle at where you want to pay. I was like, that's a good tactic.
Yeah, I saw you sold a bunch of cards, right?
Dude, and it wasn't even anything good. Like, it was like prospects that never like panned out, like all that kind of shit, like random shit. Like, I mean, the things I had left over were like weird stuff. Like, I had a Jason Dominguez rookie auto left over, Julio Rodriguez Sapphire rookie card in the PSA 10. All the stuff was graded. Dude, someone even bought a Kevin Biggio rookie card.
Wow.
Like, what the hell?
Calvin.
Like, oh, Calvin, whatever. But like, but who the fuck is buying that card? Or why would you buy that card? Like,
great question. Does he still play for Toronto?
I don't even think he plays for Toronto anymore.
I thought he retired. Is he still in baseball? I haven't seen his name in ages.
No,
we go to a lot of games.
That's Craig Biggio's son.
Yeah, so his son was playing. Yeah,
Kevin
like,
Biggio.
Yeah, I'll throw you one of these, pub. I'll throw I'm packing up your.
Yeah, I thought it was
now.
Kevin for some reason.
Hood, you gave me enough deals.
Or is it Calvin?
Hey, you're gonna take it
It's
and you're
Kevin.
gonna like it, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell?
I saw. Did you see that the 1/1 Mendoza has already been pulled? The Nike patch from the new tops has already been pulled.
Oh yeah, the one that Leg sent over with the Raiders one.
Yep.
Rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got some inside information. The Aaron Judge Marvel Topps card, you know what I'm talking about? That's in the baseball set where he's in the comic. There's an Aaron Judge like Marvel like comic drawn like baseball card in the Topps Chrome set. It's a 1/1, and I think it's a Judge Auto. Someone pulled it, but it's not public yet at this point.
But you know who pulled it?
I don't know who pulled it, but I know the guy that's like, I met the guy that's like trying to buy it from his friend that pulled it.
Gotcha.
And then he's like, "What do you think of this card?" Because we were talking comics or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, it's cool to see the crossover starting to happen with PSA, all that, blah blah blah. He's like, "Do you want to see a cool card?" I was like, "Always." And then he showed the Aaron Judge 1/1. I knew about that card, but like I didn't think anyone would like really give a shit. But he's talking about buying it for like 10 to 15K or something like that. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, those are the types of cards that you just like kind of take and then you take it to Golden.
Dude, I think
where
I
it
think,
yeah.
I think it was you that posted this. The
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, it looks fucking sick.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think it's like a Japan only set.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
Like they're doing a
fucking
Topps
sick.
Chrome. Yeah, Samurai or the Sensational Samurai. Like I wonder if I can buy it from my Japanese source. Like
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you'll be able. They might sell it on the Topps website. Though.
So the secret is like to go onto the Topps Japan website, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like they won't ship it to the US. Is the problem. They'll ship it everywhere else. So if you have someone that's like in a foreign country, like that might be the trick there. Or if you know someone in Japan,
they'll ship to Canada.
I don't know about that. We're not live, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are. We're live.
Oh, okay.
People see it.
Oh. I won't reveal. I was gonna reveal where I usually buy it, but I don't want everyone to know.
Yeah.
Oh, don't give away.
Yeah. I don't want to give away too much of my cornbread, right?
Yeah. No shit, bro. Hood,
I've said it before in the past, but I'm not gonna say it now.
How was the Whatnot sale, bro?
It was good, man. I appreciate Music Pub coming in there and had a couple of little
I got my
issues with it pausing on me. Kind of freaked me out, but everything else went good.
I got my package in.
Oh, what'd you get?
From you.
Can you open it up? Make sure it's right, dude.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I bought.
Well, good thing about Whatnot, they give you the receipt, so it might remind you that you bought something.
Yeah. Oh man, hey, dude, that Batman sale was pretty badass, right? Just went boom, boom, boom,
dude. I was all over that. I was glad.
Did you jump on, Brian?
No, I heard you did a good job. Are you talking about Absolute Batman? What are you talking about?
No, I did.
He's crazy for what he did. Let me just call him out right now. Crazy. I would never, in all my Whatnots, ever do what you did. But good on you.
Hey, man. I mean, you got to get people to come back.
Yeah,
so I did a run of The Hush with Jim Lee, and then I did a 655 first Damien, and started off at a fucking $1, man. And just boom, 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 boom. It was like 12 books or something like that.
The Hush run enough was solid, and then when you threw in the Damian Wayne, it was like that was crazy just to even add that book, and it went for probably what you would get Damian Wayne for the whole set.
Yeah.
Well, good.
It,
you know it's a hell of a deal for whoever won it, but that was a gutsy move.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody's got to eat. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
Okay.
I don't do this. I do this so people will continue to come back.
I remember what I bought now. So this was one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
That one was a cool one.
Yeah. And then
what else did I send you?
I do remember buying this.
Yeah, I threw in the G.I. Joe extra, I think. Yeah, because I think you only bought one thing, dude.
Dude, I think I bought 2 or 3. Because I
also what
have,
else you got? What else you got there?
Because I also have this. And they all have,
mama, yeah.
Yeah, they all have like number tags too.
Bro,
like,
that shit's crazy, bro.
Dude, you come in my show, bro. There's fire, bro. But like, I'm trying to I'm so random, dude. I'm just sticking my hand in boxes, and I go, I'm pulling this out,
I was like,
Pub
is-
got like these beautiful Kabuki David Mack
That was
books,
silly.
and then I
the
threw
Kabuki
that
one.
in for him too. So
The hip hop variants you were selling for.
Oh,
the fact
yeah,
you had-
the Tim
I was
Bradstreet.
stoked. The fact you had the Ready to Die Ant-Man one, which I haven't
yeah.
seen in a hot minute, and that I snagged that from you was worth it.
dude, I have 10 9/8 of that Ready to Die.
Wow.
Hood,
So
I
if
gotta
you're
ask
interested,
you, bro.
let me know.
I gotta ask you, bro. Did you buy in big on Absolute Batman? Hood.
Yeah.
You did.
No, I not too big. I mean, I like few number ones.
a few. What does that mean? A
couple.
few pallets? A few short boxes?
No.
60
like
million
that.
long boxes, sir.
Mhm.
No, not like that. No. I didn't buy in big like that. I bought,
No,
I
not
bought,
not where you could lay a bunch of
10.
number ones across both arms in a photo or something, you know? Pull a
No,
nerdy
but I-
girl photo with a bunch of Absolute Batman number 1 signed.
Oh yeah, like a
Mm.
whole room circled around her.
Bro, look at
you
these
know,
prices.
that's great on them to play that, and go all in on that. That was a hell of a
Oh, but I will say, didn't GPA say that this sold for like almost 12K? Right? It was the best offer
on that
Dude.
first one.
on the 9.9, either or.
I can't remember
Wait,
which one,
excuse
dude.
me, the 9199 that just sold for 10J.
Yeah, this one right here is the one that just sold,
Yeah.
the yellow label.
Yeah, I think it was 10K.
Right here.
Yeah, it's a Absolute Batman
So,
1A.
I
two
heard
times
in-
nine, and
was there an-
remark on there, right?
No, just signatures.
No, that's
Oh,
just
just
sigs on that
signatures.
one.
Okay, that's still crazy.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to tell people what to do with their money.
Now, I will say I have the lowest graded Absolute Batman number 1 in a 5/5 autograph by Dragotta.
That's
Bro,
awesome.
And
I forgot
and,
about that. You need to put that up for like some crazy amount of money, like 10 grand, bro.
Someone
Clutch said
would-
it sold for
I would love to,
11.5.
but it was a gift. you
Yeah,
know,
that's
so I
true.
couldn't
That's
really-
true. That's true. I'm with you on that.
11.5.
I keep all my
See?
gifts too.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what he said in
close.
chat. You were there. In chat, Clutch said 11.5 it went for.
A
Ooh,
blue
nice.
label went for 9K too. Derek
Yes,
said.
that's
Yeah.
that's the other one. The blue label 9K was the silly.
This one
Yeah.
was the crazy one right here, bro.
Yeah, the blue label 99.
And I just can't believe this shit, bro. This is nuts. Oh, Clutch says
Well,
there's
I
a
mean,
4 or 5
It's
now.
a thing, bro. It's a thing, man.
Oh, there's a 4.5, Joe.
Oh, Joe, you got to go lower. Take another one. Mess it
There's
up.
a 4/5.
According to Clutch.
Damn.
You got to be kidding. Is that yours, Clutch? A 4/5?
No.
Did you do it? He cut you out. He undercut you.
He bit the
Undercut
quarter
wave has
page.
now begun.
That's it.
Oh
Who
my
could have the
gosh,
lowest?
dude. I mean, look
Who
at
could have the lowest
these
grade?
prices, bro.
Are you
mean-
serious, Clutch? You have a 4/5, bro?
No, he said he saw it today on the Pop Report.
It's not. It's not his. But he'll get it.
Yeah, right. So
If anyone is out there, we're all buyers.
shout out to BB66. He says Absolute Batman #1 first print dual signatures go for 5K now? Question mark. More, bro.
Crazy. I mean, it's crazy.
So
to
I
think
wanna-
that's where that book is.
What would the lowest grade Absolute Batman? If you can like be crazy enough to like just fuck it up to a point where you get an 05?
You could look at all these sales and say, oh, that's bullshit and that's ridiculous and all of that. Hey, dude, somebody bought them, flipped them, and then the person that bought them is probably really happy. So
Mhm.
it is what it is. You know what I mean?
But-
Like, this is going to be such a even bigger property because it sounds like they are very calculated in what they're doing with animation and toys and just like live action could be a thing, and then the Batman Day face off with the regular Batman. I mean, like, there's so much you can do with this. I mean, and they haven't even really delved into these other characters, you know.
Hood,
Like-
you just so eloquently segued us into Drama Alert.
I got at you, McCoy.
How did I
this
do
makes
that?
your, comic book drama, because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the news. Into the into the
But let's get down to business.
All right, let's get down to business,
Eloquent.
my friend.
I was going to say, Brian, eloquent.
Yeah,
That's like they used to call me unsavory. Remember that?
bro.
Everyone's a critic, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's when you're sitting in the hot seat. It's how well do you handle it?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
But if you're transparent about anything, you're probably never really in the hot seat either.
I think all of us, like the old school flip side guys, we have leather skin, man. Been through it all.
Well,
Talked a lot of shit. And
I worked at Starbucks.
hey,
so-
look at Nick GQ, son of a bitch. What are the odds that he's mixed up? You know, come on.
shout
on,
out to
Nick,
Nick
what do you-
GQ.
Kind of shit you
Well,
starting now.
I haven't seen it yet, so we're gonna check it out. But so this post, I was like, when this post popped up, I was like, this is perfect fucking Drama Alert content, right? Fucking Rad is fucking mad again, like always, as of late.
Okay.
And he put out this post, and it says, "This sermon by Nick GQ is what I've been preaching. All I care about is data. I have no feelings in this other than tired of all the glazing of a mid-Batman book. History doesn't lie, and modern comics don't survive being overhyped. Watch the video or don't. What do I care? Fucking mad." Right? So I'm like, okay, I will wait to watch this with the homies, and we'll see how this plays out. Shout out to BB66 for that super chat. He says the Snyder panel at Fan Expo Chicago, Amazon season 1 done, season 2 being worked on. Exactly. I mean, this fucking shit just keeps going. So
I can't wait to hear how the Pentagon is connected with Absolute Batman. Let's go.
All right. Where's this video by him?
Is Nick GQ a model? What's going on here,
This one?
bro?
Is
Like
it
he's
this
got
one?
a
Nick
makeover.
GQ
dude.
is the
Sign your
definition of
collectibles. Where's the video? Can I not watch this fucking thing?
Oh, it's under live? Is it under live?
Nick GQ live, maybe?
Dude, he
All
kinda looks like
Stream
Tony Fleets right
uncensored,
there,
all
dude.
of you suckers. Uncensored, all of you suckers. All right, let's see if we can find
Take
this.
it down.
4 weeks ago. Look at all this
is he-
shit, bro. Is this
Dude,
the right
is-
Nick? Am I on the right Nick GQ page?
Maybe on the
Click on the live tab.
Dude, is this his OnlyFans? What's going on here, man?
This looks too
There you go.
sophisticated to be OnlyFans.
Uncensored right there, right? Uncensored explaining the. Oh,
No. 4 weeks ago.
Either comments
Holy
on
shit,
Luigi
bro.
Manuoli?
Here we go. Uncensored. You are all suckers if you buy a San Diego exclusive Batman. Is that what it was? Are we talking about a San
yeah,
Diego?
that's the
a
one.
San Diego. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hold on here. Let me get some sound going.
do I
All
get
right, what's
wait-
going on,
Tony
guys?
Fleets right there.
I'm just going to start the episode by saying this. You guys are all suckers. Insane. The definition of insanity is repeating the same thing, thinking you're going to have a different result. So you guys are, by definition, insane. If you think you're investing your money in these San Diego Comic-Con mass printed bullshit exclusive variants. How many exclusives can there be? There are over 580 exclusives this year at San Diego Comic-Con 2026. 580. That sets up, I think that sets a new record. I think that beats New York Comic-Con 2024 was that ridiculous year. When are you guys going to learn?
Bro, how is Nick GQ not have like 5,000 views on his videos with how like charismatic. Like, even though you feel like part of it, 90% of it is some type of shtick, when it probably isn't. You know what I mean? He's so fucking New York. He's like got that wrestling type.
The wrestling promo style.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, Nick? Holy shit.
When are you guys gonna learn? I don't see. What I don't understand is that you guys keep repeating the same thing. You fall into the same snowball effect. Then you're all stuck with it. And then when I tour next year, I see all these trash variants in store buyout boxes, literally. And then people are calling me and calling the office and calling my companies, asking us to buy them out because they need cash.
Here's what I think people forget to realize. Yeah, there are trash variants out there, and there's a lot of them. But there's a lot of really good ones that fucking go in collections, and the only reason you fucking see them going back is if the person's like, fucking, I'm out of comics. And that does happen. We've seen that happen. I get that. But most good variants stay in collections.
But he's assuming that people are buying them to invest. There's a shitload of people that love Batman and are just buying as many as they can because they love comic books. And believe it or not, there's a percentage of people that just buy what they want and don't even stop to think, man, if I buy this at $10, hopefully by next year it'll be $20. Like you go to a con and people see what they like and they go, oh man, I got to get that. I got to get that book. And I'm going to get that. And if they can get it signed,
yeah, if they can get it signed at that con, even better.
Like if I'm going to buy books, I'm not looking, oh, what am I going to invest in today? You know, I wish I was savvy like that, but I'm going to be a comic book fan first and say, what do I like today? That's my mentality. Do I have it in the back of my mind that, yeah, I may want to gamble a little bit and invest in here and there, but the first and foremost, man, I'm a comic book fan. I go and buy what I like. I buy artists who I like. I don't buy J. Scott Campbell just because I'm trying to invest in him, but I do have it in the back of my mind. A lot of his books are worth some money, but who gives a shit at the end of the day, man?
Amen, bro.
Like,
fucking A.
I'm
right there with
you. And this whole thing is like, bro, this is COVID content, in my opinion. This is shit we talked about.
Wow.
Right. This is shit we talked about in 2021, 22, dude. We burnt it. So let's move on. Let's fucking find some other shit to talk about.
I love that. Fucking A, bro. Red motherfucking hood. Here we go.
Oh, but he can. I was gonna say he can thank us for all the views he's about to get from all the people that watch this video and decide to watch it.
Hey, don't waste your time watching. Hey, I like Nick. Nick's cool, man.
Yeah, give Nick a follow.
We go way back.
Yeah, give Nick.
But like
Nick
this is
awesome sauce.
The hobby is on fucking fire right now, dude. You got people jumping into comics that probably never thought they would jump in comics because of absolute Batman. And like, I'm just like over this whole negative shit.
Well, here's the thing,
I'm so over it.
Here's the ultimate thing. Here's the thing with ultimate or absolute Batman. Jesus, Cannabis session was excellent, baby. I think that it's a different animal because people are fucking reading this thing. They're getting involved in collecting all the books or just their favorite artists, but it's being read and it's fucking good. The last issue was fantastic. I saw Snyder at FanFest where he was talking with Capullo about how they're doing this cool little break season, mid-season thing where they're gonna Dragota's gonna be able to catch up on storyline. They're gonna do a time jump, and I'm sitting here like searching out, looking for that type of information because I like this book so much. And I'll be honest, I was very early on. If you go back to old episodes, I was very kind of like iffy on it. I was like, man, I don't know if I like the way it looks. And slowly I really fell in love with it. And I think a lot of people have done that, and they're doing that through the whole universe now, which is crazy. Now, here's the thing: Can they fuck it up? Yes. Do I think they are going to? I don't know. I would say I feel a little okay, like in Scott Snyder, I trust. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing a fucking good job. Anyways, let's continue.
You people going to learn to stop, please stop. Look at Absolute Batman #1. Cover A is what is selling high. Cover A. And that was, again, mass printed, mass produced, mass ordered. They were doing stacks of 25s, bundles. And again, you guys seen, we had hundreds. I threw them in a box. I didn't give a shit. I wanted that 1 in 100. Threw them in a box. Yeah, we were selling them. To, what was it, 2024 it came out. We were selling them, I think, for like $50. And then I was like, stop. And then put them all in a box. The hype comes, cartoon. You guys are freaking out over a cartoon. It is a great story. It is a fantastic story. It's cool. But history and facts, financial facts, sales data does not lie. Black and white sales data is a fact. All you got to do is look up eBay, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2021.
Dude, Nick,
We did
those
the
fucking
same thing with the Ultimate Fallout. Remember, that was such an outlier, and then people would get mad that they would see these sales of this book so fucking hot, right? And people wanted to invest in miles and what are we trying to do? Are we trying to poo-poo this book, this Absolute Batman, until it's a $10 book?
Well,
Like the
here's
will
the
of
thing,
the
though,
people.
Hood.
Just we're gonna make it $10. You know, like
Here's
what
the
did we
thing,
do?
though, Hood. Here's what's special about this, and I'm very surprised Nick doesn't see this. This is one of those books. This is one of those Detective 880s, Amazing Spider-Man 300s, New Mutants 87, New
Generational
Mutants
books.
98. This will always be a $500 CGC 98 or better. Always. I don't see this ever, like books like this, right? And he's talking about the San Diego Comic-Con variants on this book as one of them, it sounds like. I get it that there's a lot for like different issues, but you look at some of those issues, those first appearances of Bane and I think it was like 10, 11, those things are selling for ridiculous amounts too. So there's this thing that is happening with the A covers, which is special, that's pushing all rising tides lift all ships on this fucking thing right now. If it's a special book in the series, and here's the cool thing, a lot of these special books are because of storyline, which is interesting. It's not just because of a fucking variant cover. You know what I mean? There's a lot of books that are just good books because of a cover. Detective 880 is a really good storyline, but it's in the mid story. It's in the mid part of the storyline with Snyder. Yeah, Black Mirror type, era shit.
Mm-hmm.
That cover pushes that book. Absolute Batman is about storyline. The A cover, the Drogo to A cover, is the big selling cover. Are you kidding me? You would think that the 1 in 100 would be, it's nuts.
New
But
York
we're also
Comic-Con
not telling
exclusive
people
20
to empty out their 401ks to
Fuck
invest in
no.
this.
Fuck
yeah.
No.
21,
Yeah.
2022,
No.
2020.
Don't
also
go crazy
like
with it,
for-
people.
What, 23, 24 issues now? The story being consistently the best Batman's been in a generation. Maybe since the New 52.
And I don't think that people are hyping this book like you guys think. I really don't think they are. I think that they're talking about it because it's cool, but I don't know, dude. Like, I get it. It's at I don't know. Is it at its peak? Do you guys think it's at its peak? Could it even go higher?
I don't think it's at its peak yet. I think if the quality stays good to issue 50 and beyond, this is going to be a generational book.
I think when the trailer drops, or how they drop the trailer, I think that's going to be close to the peak that we'll see.
I mean, the other thing,
I could be completely wrong though. But
when Absolute Batman came out, I bought it the first because it was a way for me to get into Batman on a #1 early. But like, it didn't pop off the shelf right away. It was like around 5 or 6 when really the real heat of it started, and then everybody was talking about it, and went from being a $5 book to a $20 book, and now it's we're talking 9.9s at 11.5 or so it wasn't instant for Absolute Batman by any means. I think like every new story arc or anything, people were kind of cautious, and then they just saw how it was going and the way it was rolling out, and people jumped in. And now I think it's a freight train you can't stop. There's not a Whatnot show we don't do that somebody comes in asking for Absolute Batman. It's just, and it's not even old timers. It's new people. It's new people. I've never been into comics before, but I'm getting into Absolute Batman. Do you have number 10? I know it's expensive. It's like, yeah, I didn't stock up on that many. I didn't, I don't have that many left. So yeah, if you find it, get it.
Fucking crazy.
As Davis said, Absolute Batman gets clicks. Simple as that. It does. Like you put Absolute Batman in your photo, people are coming to look.
Everything else in our industry right now.
All right, here we go.
2023, 2024, 2025, nothing ever surpasses the prices that you guys are paying for it. You're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck. And all of you out there, because this is what happens, right? We've seen this every year. From 2020, that's when all of the live stream apps really exploded. 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022, so on. Got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then mystery packs and more garbage and more things being pumped to you guys in money grab, cash grab gimmicks. And what happens? All of the, what you guys call influencers, they don't influence anybody. They're not influencing anything. They're just mass sellers. And all of you guys go on their streams and pay double and triple and sometimes quadruple for something that they're paying $15 for, $20 for. You're giving them $40, $50, $60, $100. This is why I call all of you insane. Insane, by definition. Repeating the same thing, thinking that the result is going to be different. When are you guys going to stop? When?
How many of the people watching this, I would love to know how many people watching this video right now are like this. I feel like it's so much easier to talk about what it is and people, I don't think that people are emptying out their 401k or spending tons of money on these books. I think that there's some people that are big whales out there that got into comic collecting and that are able to they're able to spend money on this stuff. But I think there's also real collectors that got in. Yeah. I remember when the books first started hitting and they were like $80 to $100 a pop, the A covers. And I remember thinking to myself, like, we are going to have so many people coming in this hobby that bought in on Absolute Batman and bought multiple copies, multiple variants of it, the first, couple, and made a ton of money off of it. I would love to figure out a way to, how many of those people out there that got grabbed by the hobby are still in the hobby 2 years later. I mean, I get it, like, good luck, but you know what I mean? I feel like there was a ton of people that came to the hobby because of Absolute Batman. Do I think that they're going to get screwed? And at some point their investment, perfect timing, Alex, or sometime their investment is not going to be like, I think that there's very few people that, like, at this point have bought in that are going to get screwed. You know what I mean? I think that there's certain books that are going to drop in value. But I don't know if that's anytime soon, bro. Maybe we got 6 more months out of this, maybe more. I don't know. But I think that for the most part, there's a lot of people that came into this hobby because of books like this. And this book in particular recently. We all had that moment. Davis. For a lot of us on this panel, it was New Mutants 98. You know what I mean? That was the book that we all remember at some point being like, okay, that's a flip book. Let's go find these in good condition near mint for $150, $200 and start grading them and flipping them or putting a couple away or, yada, yada.
Just ask Big Leg about having a 98 Mark Jewelers.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, here we go. I apologize, Cannabis.
When these things are like cars coming out of a parking lot. They lose their value immediately.
What? Come on, Nick. I don't know about immediately. How long has this been going on for 3 years now? And that's not immediately.
Why aren't you investing your money in the old school stuff? Why aren't you guys investing your money in first appearances, in Golden Age, in Silver Age?
I think that these people are. I think that they're doing that too. I think there's a lot of,
there's a lot of different type of collectors too. Like, I mean, some
There are
of
many
those
people taking the money they're making from Absolute Batman and buying Golden Age keys.
Alex says, I work at my LCS on the weekends and I'm blown away how many younger readers ask for Absolute Batman. New readers and new collectors. The ceiling is not hit with this new generation of readers. See, that's the other thing, that's a positive on this. And again, I don't think that we're fucking glazing the shit out of Absolute Batman. I think that we're just seeing what it really is right now. Kal-El says, I was not a fan of con variants, but I've talked to people who never collect before, got in because of those books, and made me realize that's how the industry is going to survive, by new collectors. Yeah, and new readers at this point. I mean, fuck. All right, here we go.
There's another word that another genre that I was, pulps. Why aren't you guys investing your money in that? You guys are going to get stuck with these variants. You're going to get stuck. Every single week, myself and my offices and my stores are all contacted, and there are men and women out there who need money, who are stuck with all of this product, and it gets dumped and sold.
If you got a bunch of Absolute Batman in your coffers right now, you're not dumping shit, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin, you're
help! I've got all these Absolute Batman number ones.
I know, right?
Somebody fucking help me!
You're a perfect
I think I have 100
example.
somewhere. Let me dry my tears.
You're a perfect example of somebody who I know flips books and collects books. You're a perfect example of a lot of the new retailers in this game and collectors and whatever people who are part of this comic book world. What are your thoughts on flipping Absolute Batman right now? I mean, are you flipping them for a positive every book?
I mean, we are. I mean, literally right before the show, we had an offer for an Absolute Batman 1 for $285 on eBay. And the reality is we didn't pay that much at the time. When they announced the show, we sold 4 copies in 20 hours. One at $150, another one at $150. This is when the book was still a $150 book. And it was like, we sold 2. And then we're like, all right, let's go to 2. And then 4 hours later, it sold for 2. And then we're like, all right, well, now everyone's selling it for $225. Let's sell it for $250. And in 24 hours, on 4 copies of that book that we didn't pay that much for, we were over $700 out the door. And it was like, okay, great. And we still have copies, and we still have number 1 first prints, and we've sent some down to CGC. We've gotten 9/8. We've gotten signed. I just did my Absolute Batman personal collection last night. I have 2 full long boxes from 1 to 23 between all the variants, that's not even including the slabs. I showed you. I have the Quintana slab, and there's a lot of books that I have.
Something's interesting is that a lot of people are saying this, and Igor makes a comment. I think he is talking about issues 20 to 21 or 20 or 21 and the one that has 100+ variants. Even those ones still sell for a decent amount. I mean, let's take a look.
Some covers in there that are valuable. The Quintana ones still do well in the
Absolute
20. Yes, there's a lot of covers.
21. Let's just look and see what some
There's
sales.
a lot of them that are $40, $50 books.
I mean, I would say that store exclusives kind of got me back into collecting. I mean, that wasn't the only reason, but it was another reason to get back into comics, where this is something different that I hadn't seen before when I was younger. So, and then discovering new artists and all that, and then seeing those artists, go from store exclusives to the actual publishers, and then creating super iconic books, I guess, for the time. So,
man,
or hyper popular.
I just want to see some recent. Oh, here we go. It's 1 through 21. It's a pain in the ass. Why is it such a pain in the ass? Absolute Batman number 21 variant. All right, let's look at some of these. Why it's all number 1s that are popping up? Why is that? What am I doing wrong here, bruh?
You might be better off looking it up under cover price and like
I know,
just getting
right?
some of the baseline numbers because you'll see all the covers and at least give you an idea of some of what's what.
Are you looking through that person's store?
Oh yeah, are you in somebody's actual store maybe? Because you're
Instead,
doing sales.
instead of someone's like instead of the full eBay search.
Let's see here. Where was I? Right here?
I don't know. Just open. I would open a new tab to be honest, just in case it's
Control C. Cannabis. I need to make a soundboard for that. All right, here we go. 21.
There you go.
Let's take a
So-
look here.
I don't work in IT. Oh wait.
There you go.
I browse eBay on my downtime.
So these are all the just the A and B covers.
Mm-hmm.
Rochdalen, $50. I mean, most of these buy-ins were probably, I would imagine, 25 to 50, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the Mark Brooks 80. I mean, these aren't bad sales. I get it. They're not number ones, but the Quintana Full Art 50, 34, 31. That's one of the
Look at that.
That's the Rafa Sandoval.
yeah.
That's
So I
not the
mean,
Quintana.
they
Look at
might not be
the-
doing. Go ahead.
Those Benitas, dude.
Oh yeah, let's look
This
those
was
up.
a con exclusive, and I
Mhm.
didn't feel like I was not investing my money wisely. Are you kidding? Some
Yeah.
of these books
Yeah.
are done in such a way, and it's even helped artists get back into the game in such a big way, and
Ooh.
like
Oh, my bad.
it's the best thing for the hobby, dude.
Speaking of that,
What up, Clutch? Speaking of the man with the Benitez,
Hi guys, how you doing?
call his name
Hi.
and he appears.
What are you
Better
doing
than
here on the Saturday night?
better than Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I just popped on for a second. Had a little dinner. How's it going?
we're talking about this Nick GQ video, which supposedly is like life changing advice. So we're just checking it out.
Oh man.
It's kind of interesting. Basically, what he's saying is so
Oh,
far.
I'm watching.
that-
I'm watching. I'm caught
Okay.
up.
All right.
Buyouts every single week. When are you guys going to learn? I've been saying this since 2021. I keep telling you guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, we all, you could too, could get this stuff. $15. Remember, a variant to print, maybe depending on what it is, on average, $5, $6 to maybe $10 per book that these people are paying to get these things produced. Why in the fuck are you paying so much money for these things? It's not worth it. It is not worth it.
Why does he care?
Pretty smooth, baby.
Yeah, it's very.
Why do you care, dude? Like, are
Why do you
you
care? I
out
wanna
there
piss
telling
my
people
money
to quit
away on them.
smoking and shit like that too, bro?
Well, I think that there's this thing where sometimes you think you know more than everybody else, and I think that there is a lot of new collectors in this, but I don't think they're all idiots. I think that they're finding information. I think that there's places like Beyond Wednesdays. We're going to talk about more content creators here in a second with the Comic Book Community Awards stuff. There's a lot of it's a new world for comic book collectors, and it's this in a very cool place right now. I think it's different. The only thing I can think of that even reminds me of anything similar to this is when Walking Dead was doing what it was doing. Maybe the new 52 Capullo stuff, which we're seeing a lot of people with him and Greg at the Fanatics Fest thing in Chicago, or not Fanatics Fest, the Fan Expo in Chicago. That was fucking cool as hell. People are getting stoked about the new 52 stuff again, which is cool because that is, let's go look at the new 52 stuff. I think this is bigger than the new 52 stuff, man. I don't know. Clutch, you were around at the time and working in comics at that during that time. What are your thoughts on this compared to New 52?
I mean, I mean, compared to New 52, ooh, that's a good
I
one.
think he means that compared to Walking Dead.
Sorry.
Walking Dead, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it's crazy, right? Like it is. People are like Walking Dead during that time brought in a lot of people who had never read comics, right? They were so like, oh my god, I saw the show, I want to get into it, and like people were just eating it up. And like when it's 15 years after, and we're getting another round of that stuff with Absolute, it's freaking cool. There is people who are trying to take advantage of people. I'm sure. I don't think certain variants need to be so high. But I don't disagree on that fact. But also, making a variant, it's not just, it's not just a $5 cost, right? Or whatever. So it's like you're going to charge, you want to, as a seller, when you sell if you buy a book for the rack, you're paying $2, $2.50 to Lunar or Penguin, you sell it for $5, right? If I'm going to spend $10 on a variant, I'm going to charge 2 to 3 times to make my money back on this, because it's not all winners, right? You don't sell every copy of stuff. I've lost tens of thousands of dollars, if not more, making variants and stuff that don't completely sell out. So I don't see an issue with like prices being exorbitant. If he's talking about people buying them for 75 to 100 plus on the secondary market or whatever, then I can definitely see his argument being like, hey man, like don't pay that much on the secondary market. If you get it for the first run and you're paying 25, 30, $40, cool. But like, you don't have to go crazy. But also at the end of the day, man, like, don't yuck someone's yum, So if they like it, let them buy it, dude. Like people get excited about this stuff, like I'm not necessarily going to go buy a One Piece homage to a book, but there are a ton of people who did, I don't think there's long-term value in that, but people ate it up, like they're going to buy a ton of those, so, you do it.
I
I
almost bought the One Piece Dodgers Luffy card today in the PSA.
Oh wait, that was today?
Yeah, I went to a card show today. Yeah,
I think we kind of get the idea of what this video is about, and I don't think it's as groundbreaking. And no offense to Nick GQ, I love Nick GQ, but I don't think he's saying anything other than just be cautious. And I get it. Obviously he's saying you're an idiot if you bought him this stuff, and I think he's wrong on that. I don't think I think there's certain books, that could sell, for a little bit of more money than I think is right. But I think that's a very small percent of the variants each week. I think if you go back and look at the sales on some of the cooler books, I think those sales are justified right now. Do I think that it the people could be paying at the high right now? Maybe there's a chance, but I don't think there's that many people that. I think a lot of people have made money on this, and I think there's a lot of people that even if they have a big collection, they'll be able to make their money back on what they paid on it. I think for the most part, I don't think it's gotten to that point where a couple of years ago, terrible variants were selling for ridiculous amounts of money in the beginning of this live selling world. I think that there's a lot of places for people to find information about this stuff,
for sure,
right now.
And wasn't he also one of the first live sellers on Whatnot for comics?
King of Whatnot, he has a title belt. Didn't he have
he has that wrestling belt and all that shit. Yeah,
he does.
He was hanging with some nefarious people there, wasn't he? And like you're really telling people not to buy this or that. You were hanging with somebody that was. Let's call a spade, that was completely stealing from people.
Yeah.
Right?
Hanging with the documented douchebag.
So, like, I don't want to revisit that time in comic books. That time in comic books, we closed the book on that, man.
Yeah, we're in a new world.
This is a
different
fucking
place.
Fun place to be right now, man.
This is the best industry's been in quite some time.
Also, real quick, we're policing our own also as well. I think we're doing a good job of letting people know what's going on out there, be careful. This is the stuff that you can expect to be on the up and up, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And Clutch, you made a post this week that was very interesting about a book that I loved these books when they were coming out, and that's the old school museum edition books. I remember there being like Darkness, Witchblade, a lot of cool Michael Turner ones.
Those were J brothers, like Jimmy J and Billy J, who do the amazing Arizona, the amazing Hawaii. Like they're the ones
Amazing
who
Vegas
put out the museum editions, and mostly with Top Cow stuff. This is a weird one too. Like this book popped up. I remember hearing about it. I mean, 15 years ago, this was like starting to creep out. And then, having worked at Skybound, people, collectors would be like, hey man, do you know what this book is? And we're hearing this and we're like, hey, it's a fake one. We'd put it out there, but then they would still eke out from time to time. And there was a guy, and I want to say probably around this time in 2018, he was up on the Walking Dead Facebook group of like the buy sell trade, and was just like, hey, I got one of these books, if you're interested in it, let me know. And I hit him up. I was like, hey man, just wanted to know that that's a counterfeit. He's like, no way, dude. He's like, look, I just bought 10 from this guy. He said he found him a box of them. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, they're all counterfeit. And I ended up meeting the guy who bought it at a show in Chicago. I happened to be out there for another event. I was out there for a wrestling event, but he was at like, whether it was like I don't think it was a Walker Stock, or maybe it was Fan Expo Chicago or something like that, but he was at a show. And so I was like, look, I'm just going to buy it off you so I can take it back to the office and we can show it to legal and all that stuff. And dude, the book is hot garbage. You open it up and like the inside pages are like terrible color photocopies of the issue. Like this, they're all blurry and stuff. And I was like, dude, did you even look at this thing? And it's a terrible, terrible thing. We were at the time, and this is one of those weird, tricky things with eBay and counterfeits and stuff, right? Because they take a hands-off approach, right? So they're like, hey, we're just the platform, we're a tech platform and people are able to sell it, just like how, people who sell bootleg stuff on Amazon just like, oh, we're just the marketplace and, whatever. So you can report it, but they won't do anything unless the actual rights holder files a claim. And so there's a program called the VERO, which is it's like the verified rights owner program. And so you have to set up as the owner of the IP, you have to set up this whole thing. It's like an archaic form where you got to go and like copy the URL and put it in a form and email that form to their automated system. And so I would go and do that. And I did that on a lot of counterfeit stuff during the time, as not as like a main part of my job, but it was just like, hey, I'm always on, eBay. So if I found bootleg stuff, I would just zap it. And they would take the listings down. This book popped back up and I have it on a saved search, and I haven't seen any pop up in a very long time, but I guess one sold in July for $1,000.
Wow.
From the same seller. And so he was like, well, I guess I could put another one up because no one's catching it. So he put up this other one, and a couple people had reached out to him saying, hey, it's counterfeit. And he puts in the description of the book of like, no one knows if these are real or fake. And so he's like, he knows what he's doing by putting it up. And it's really shitty because it's the same guy. And this dude has done, he also sells it. It's a weird, tricky thing. I don't want to give away too much stuff, but if you look at his other items, you can see that he's got some, I don't know, there's little telltale signs of stuff that he's doing. So he also sells repro SNES packages and stuff. And it's, that's the rare SNES. So pretty sure the guy probably printed them up a bunch of years ago, tried to pass them off, made this whole tale about what these things are, and people buy them, and it's pretty shitty.
Wait, he's one of those guys?
I think, yeah. I mean, that's and this is a new account with the images that he uses for the other stuff. It's the same, having the SNES games and stuff. It's the same type of stuff, but he also has a very similar background that he uses for the photos. So I know it's the same account. He deleted the other account. and because it's not in my saved seller list anymore. So it's really, really bizarre. It sucks. And people, you know, I got guys in my Instagram who are just like, I still want to buy one because I just want to have one of the bootlegs. I'm like, well, why? You know, you keep feeding the, you know, the trolls, and they're gonna keep coming. You know, it's like it's a terrible thing. You know, so
yeah, because if you're demanding it, then people are just gonna keep on producing whatever.
People like they still want to have the weird. They want to have that weird stuff for themselves. Like, oh, I have this bootleg book, and you know, there was you know, I was talking to Matt DeVoe a couple weeks ago because there was a similar thing, and I'm gonna shoot a video soon because I just got the book in. But like, there was the bootleg Invincible that these guys on Whatnot were selling. It's a 100 blank for Invincible, and I'm like, that book was never produced, you know. And so the guy who bought it for $650,
holy shit!
Yeah, I ended up he's a guy who's bought for me a lot of really good customer. I was like, look, I'm gonna buy that book off of you, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna make some content, and I'm gonna have the guys at Skybound check it out so they can know what's up. And you know, it's weird because like we're, you know, it's kind of what we're talking to with Nick GQ of like the marketplace is so crazy right now with how fast stuff can get put up and gone, right? If you're doing a live sale and the guys who were selling were like, oh, you guys know what this is, you guys know what this book is, super rare, it's a ghost, blah blah blah, and then they sell it. And at that time, like, you've got people who are like, I was lucky enough to be, I was at a Magic the Gathering tournament, but I had guys hit me up there like, hey Clutch, you know what this is, you know what this is? And I'm like, and, you know, I have to log into my Whatnot to go check it out. But like, these guys prey on the fact that like they're selling it so quick, you know, they're putting it up and it's selling within a minute and it's gone, and then they're off, and there's no, unless somebody's recording the channel, it's in ether, right? Because they don't, Whatnot doesn't save their shows anymore, so you can't go back and check. So we're gonna see a lot more of these people try to scam stuff, and it's just how the marketplace is gonna be for a while, you know. And with the home printers and stuff being so good, like, you know, guys can make stuff and do it, and you just have to be smart about this stuff, and it's really, really hard. And people get that FOMO. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe I never saw this book. I got to be the one to get it. And you're just like,
hey, excuse me, Clutch.
You got caught up. Yeah, what's
does
that?
This counterfeit hold up to say like the Cerebus or the TMNT counterfeits?
Well, that's the funny thing too, because like I brought that up to Matt at Cover Price about a different. There's a Walking Dead book that they had listed. It was like some red foil 100. And I'm like, dude, like that book was never produced. Can you remove it? And he's like, well, we like to keep them up because there are certain things like the Cerebus bootlegs, which are actually have a big thing. I'm like, well, this is different in the fact that like this is a newer thing. There's like one or two that have ever surfaced. Like that's not like the Cerebus ones, which were a little more prolific. But I was like, at least update your listing to say that this is counterfeit, because collectors still looked at their service to be like, oh, is this a real thing? And if they show the book on there, they're going to be like, oh, it's on there. It's a thing. So
it's an official release, like, or
you have to at least like call it out and be like, there's no information about this being real. I mean, I wish that there was ways that, publishers could work closer with guys like that and say, hey man, this is legit, this is not legit, and get the information out there. But it's hard when there's so much new stuff coming out too, right? Like you can't get every book shown. Right. Publishers don't want to send every image or whatever to Cover Price or Key Collector and stuff, and they don't have those connections. So it's really hard to be able to try to catch up on this stuff, because then you get like, then you're in the acetate gate type stuff where people are just like, what is, if you're making a acetate cover and add into a book, is that is that a release that's warranted to be covered by, Key Collector or Cover Price? No, it's not, but everyone's talking about the community. So you kind of do want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah. It's interesting, but you said something interesting there, and that's community. I think that's the other important part of this is you're letting people know, hey, this is something that's, not on the up and up. And that's the type of shit I'm talking about that is happening, which is great. Speaking of that, I don't know if you guys saw this, but we have been nominated along with quite a few of our homies for the CBC Community Awards, the Comic Book Community Awards, which over the years has been a drama like lol cow level milking farm. And we've had some very interesting things to say about these awards over the years. And I don't know if this is a first, but I feel like this is probably the first year where a lot more of our homies are in this, which is interesting. And I'm starting to like that, obviously. I'm kind of proud that Stein is finally in there. That's to me is the big one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That when I saw that, I was like, that's super exciting. Well, and then it's in, you're a part of so many shows too that's in multiple categories now at this point, because that's like in like that one sub tier level amount of subscribers or whatever, and then Beyond Wednesdays is in a different category.
Yeah. Well,
which I thought was kind of interesting.
Here's the cool part. SNIKT is one of a couple of the categories. So shout out to Mike and crew, and that's something I would suggest people vote for. I'm just gonna run through these real quick.
I was surprised he was sub 250.
I thought the same thing, Yee. For as much as I looked at it and it comes up in my feed, I would have never guessed that they only have 200.
I mean, I do watch it a lot on Instagram because it's perfect for that, because it's like, it's I mean, even though he puts it on both, right? Like, it's just awesome to like scroll it and it's like, cool, what does Mike have to say about some cool art piece? And it's just like that perfect timing.
Yeah, that short form content.
You get like the full history of it, and then what's current about it. So it's awesome.
Chonko's on there.
Yeah,
he's on there. Shout to Bleecker Street. Matt likes comics. So I'm, I think it's. We'll see how the next couple of years play out with this stuff, and it's becoming a bigger thing. It's just nice to see a lot of, our side, and I say that, and a lot of people know what I'm talking about, but. There's Big Nasty and Chonko right there. I'm really proud of this though, just to see the House of Stein finally on there. So that's good. He's Stein is a legend in content creation for comic book world, and he's built a really great community, along with us, and I think that's special. So MJ Comics is in there a lot. Shout out to MJ. I talked to MJ last night.
But are we really that entertaining? Like best entertaining? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. MJ again.
I didn't think we were that funny. Maybe Joe.
Speak for yourself, Aaron.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Legion of
I'm
Comics.
On pretty often on Friday night.
Like a clown.
So here's the first one I think that we're at. Best live stream, maybe the only one. Celebrating the most popular, impactful live stream content. Going up against Legion of Comics and the Comic Pals. They have a great show, the Comic Pals. Of course, Mark is a homie. So that's dope. But yeah, I would suggest people go and vote on the Stein stuff for sure. Show Mike some love for SNIKT. He's in a couple of categories. Hood, you said that there could be maybe a pressing show on the future with you, bro.
Well, we're gonna do a show here in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll kind of go from there. But so I jumped on with Comic Doc the other day.
I saw it. It was great, bro.
We hadn't done anything like that in about a couple of years, man.
So Brian and I, after you did that first couple episodes, Brian and I ran into him in San Diego the year before you went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah,
so I guess
a good guy, man.
Yeah, he was cool to meet.
Shout out to Big Remo. Good to see you, brother.
Chris, the comic presser, we're gonna have on also, so it'll be us three.
That's awesome.
Here's the Immortal Biggie Shaq for best spec content. Him and TM Nerdy. I'd vote for Biggie Shaq. Still only 35 cents. I love their videos, their tour videos. There's Chonko again. So go check it out. The link's in the chat. Very interesting. We'll see how it plays out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't get a nomination for best hair.
That's
I thought I had that one unlocked.
One of the coolest
Shiniest
things.
head I didn't get. God damn it.
One of the most perverted show.
Well, because then they used to have that award where it's like best beard, like
It's on there. Best beard's on there. Chonko's
Oh,
up
is
there. His beard.
nice.
Yeah, most distinctive personal trademark.
Is that what
my
it is?
Gosh, bro. Basement Comics for drinking tea during the show. Chonko for his beard. Rob Fat Stacks for his moustache. Sheena for hair. Otaku Mike for beard. One of the coolest things actually in this thing that is, the other thing that I always say, make sure to vote on that is special is they have like the best like support, like wrench.
Yeah, you just pass
moderator.
it's down, it's lower. It's right above the one you just had with the mustache. Because you can't click on it because they don't have things
right
for the
here.
people.
Is it right here? Best live
It's,
stream.
it was right above the mustache and the beard one you were just in.
Best entertaining, best live stream, best entertaining form, best live stream.
There it is.
Open tier.
Just biggest channel supporter right there.
There we go. Biggest channel supporter, recognizing an outstanding Blue Wrench fan or overall community supporter, non-creator who hasn't produced their own YouTube content in the past year. And there's a lot of great people out there. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to JSS Brooklyn. Shout out to Alex. There's a lot of them in our crew, but there's guys that are across the whole community, which is great. And that's another cool thing. So shout out to I think that should be a category that maybe throw a couple more people in, and should be a big award each year. If this turns into something cool, which hopefully it finally will, LCS Brian, who puts us on every year, he's been in the target quite a few times for Drama Alert, or at least the CBC awards have this aura about him. But I don't know. We'll see. Can this turn into something special or something cool each year? Who knows?
I mean, anything new always takes some like trial and error too before it starts working or whatever. So I mean,
Yes.
obviously, it's people are paying attention to it enough where it's repeatedly coming back every year.
Yeah.
So hopefully they keep on improving.
How long have the community awards been around now?
At least 4 or 5 years now, right?
All right, that would make sense.
It's
I
'cause
only pay attention to one award show. And it's not this, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, we know Adam.
So I want to talk about something kind of funny. Rob Liefeld, man, is just getting tore up on socials from a lot of really young collectors now, like young cats.
What happened to a poor man now?
Well, he is still catching heat for the
absolute Batman.
Yeah.
He just needs his kids like on the other side of the camera, like to like kind of soften the blow for those young kids to stop like talking the way they are, because I think it's just like one of those generational arguments at this point.
Yeah, dude.
His kids are all in his 20s and stuff. So
yeah, so it would be perfect to like,
and
hey, check me out
kids,
play and see my dad's reaction to Marvel Rivals or whatever.
Right. The kids that are making the content too have no connection to Rob right now. They weren't around for New Mutants 87 or 98, so they don't really care. So they see him talk shit about Absolute Batman, which is probably what they're into, and that's why they care. And they're like, who's this old guy like yelling at the clouds? Like, like, why is this guy talking shit about the thing that I love? And there was a kid that just trashed him in a Batman mask. I saw that one. He was like, did you see that kid? Like, he had like 5,000 views, that kid. I was like, holy
I'm
smokes.
trying to find that video because I didn't save it like a moron, but yeah, that was fucking
I
excellent.
think I put it in the Instagram chat, maybe, Brian.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that's what.
I've been following the New Mutants 87 stuff with him. I haven't really been following this part of it.
All right, here we go. Check this out.
Genuinely lost any and all respect for Rob Liefeld after seeing some of the stuff he's been posting on social media. First, it was the thing where he just totally went off on Mark Waid for saying that comics are better now than they've ever been before. And then just recently, there's been this clip from his stream he did circulating online, and it's honestly even worse.
I'm never doing anything with Absolute Batman. Take that all the way to the bank. Guys, what a waste of my time to draw Batman. What an absolute waste of my time. Whatever Batman it is. Do you think if I did that, I'd have an 8.5 hour line? Oh, I got one without it. Okay. I'd rather take meetings with people who want to make movies of Brigade and Bloodstrike and all that other stuff. I don't need Batman. I've never been a Batman guy. I walked away from Marvel and my career only got bigger and hotter and stronger. Yeah, I get it, King Chase. I understand it. And you got my answer, dude. Call me dude again, and you know what? We gotta go.
This clip is such an old man yells at cloud moment because why are you so angry that someone just asked you to draw Absolute Batman? You could have just said, no, I'm not going to draw Absolute Batman, and then that would be the end of the story. But you go off on this whole massive, completely unnecessary rant because you cannot stand the fact that a comic is doing better than yours. Plus, why are you pretending that Absolute Batman is beneath you? Let's just look at some stats real quick. June 2026, best-selling comics of the month. Absolute Batman issue number 21 was number 1 on the chart. You want to take a guess at where Youngblood number 100, the big, huge milestone for this legendary comic series, is ranked? Number 120. This data comes from ICV2, which is not a perfectly reliable source due to a pretty small selection of comic shops that they're collecting data from.
That
is Nick GQ's
Batman is
or some shit, dude.
Bro.
He's like black and white.
Bro, when he started dropping those type of facts, I was like, this kid is fucking
smart kid, man.
That's hilarious.
Holy
my
cow,
God.
dude.
Wow, this
Absolutely.
kid did his research. And I don't feel like he's just typing it into AI prompts either.
He said something very interesting coming up here. Very interesting.
Running laps around Youngblood right now, and Rob Liefeld's massive ego just can't accept that. If you had just stopped putting down other actually talented comic book creators, I think people would view you a lot more positively than they do now. You don't have to be the old man on TikTok posting edits of yourself and then not even giving credit to the people that actually put time and effort into making them. And you don't have to be the guy straight up bold-faced lying that Absolute Batman is beneath you. There is so many actual comic book legends that peaked 20 or 30 years ago and aren't just desperately trying to crawl back to their glory days in the least respectable ways possible. What all I'm saying is if I walk into the comic shop next weekend with $15, am I going to be buying the Youngblood trade or, I don't know, 3 really cool Absolute Batman variant covers to put on my wall?
Did you catch that?
Damn!
To put on my wall.
Yep.
3 really, am I going to buy the Youngblood trade or 3 Absolute Batman covers to put on my wall? That's very interesting too.
I'm taking Absolute Batman, and I think 95% of the population would agree with me.
So
it's a weird thing too, and I think the kid also doesn't miss a point because Rob was on a podcast this past week where he was talking about how much he does love what they're doing with Absolute Batman and with Dragata, and he was basically the Save Face tour. But it was a nice thing to see him talk about that stuff, and he's playing a little bit nicer because I think he showed on one of his things he showed that Boss Logic mock-up of the big breasted
Clutch.
and stuff.
You hit it on the head. I want to show that video real quick.
Well, Brian, with the video with the kid too, he credits Gnostic Comics. Wasn't that the guy that was going after Hadachko about Shikari?
Yes.
So I'm curious if this is just the next. Oh, this is my next target
step.
now. Is this kid Gnostic's kid? Because remember when he was going to be on the show, and now that because he credits Gnostic Comics in that video, it had popped up, and I was like, oh, I know that name, and the only reason I know the name is because you had him on the show that night.
All right, check this out.
Going after Shikari.
The Rob Liefeld inspired Jack.
There we go.
When I see Absolute Batman, that is a Rob Liefeld inspired Jack. He's big. Are you honored, or is it damn, there is this level of fuck?
Totally honored, and every 10th person will say that, but there's an entire group that goes, we can't say that this is Rob Liefeld. That's a little damn head, big shoulders, giant pecs. I see myself all over that shit, and I love it. I think what Nick
that's when he's cussing like that, I'm like, I'm gonna go download this podcast right now. And I don't know why, just him like talking like that makes me go, okay, I feel like this is a little bit more the type of podcast I'm into just by a simple cuss word, bro.
Voda is doing is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's big, it's loud. Game respect the game.
stabilized.
Seems like absolute Batman, especially the Joker. Like, I love that Bane is 20 feet tall. Like, that's rad. Like, 10-foot Batman needs a 20-foot Bane.
And Wonder Woman,
it's great.
she has a huge sword now.
Yeah.
There's all, it feels like the 90s. It feels like Image. And it's like, I do see like kids online thinking like it's not a continuum of a history. I'm like, dog, I remember.
I'm so happy for them that that's happening. Absolute Batman is good for the business. When people are like, do a Absolute Batman, that would be, I don't have much more time. I've seen the guys who are my age past a middle 60. The drawings aren't the same. The eyes, the hand coordination starts falling. So right now, I really like where my work's at. I still feel like it's very strong. I need to pour all of that into my stuff. Youngblood has completely overachieved. There was no demand for it. It was gone for 6.5, maybe 7 years. And when I brought it back, I didn't know if people would dig it. But now we have 4 action figures out this year. We got art editions, trade paperbacks. Youngblood #1 was the #1 book for Image Comics in November. Our 100th issue was the #5 book.
When I see Absolute Batman.
So that was a very interesting entire podcast, to be honest. I like that podcast. Now I've subscribed, listened to a couple other shows, but that was very interesting. And then there's this news that came out, and Kevin, you know more about this. I'm going to let you talk a little bit about this. This story that there's these new type style bots for Whatnot or something. Is that the case? I'm going to go refill my drink real quick.
Yeah, somebody posted in the comic book collecting group on Facebook that they were in the show last night, and now there's this new Whatnot bot that was spamming Liefeld's show and creating fake accounts and putting in all these chats and messing up the auctions, which I get he's pissed a lot of people off and they're going at it, but that's kind of a weird spot now for the Whatnot world of, you know, Davis and a lot of people we know do very well on there. What will that mean for their businesses if this is now a thing? And I didn't see it, but then I was reading comments where people were verifying that it happened. And I had seen this guy talk about it, and I sent it to Brian. Like, this is crazy for what that means for Whatnot. If
I saw Boston Card Hunter post something about the bots, and there's but turns
excuse me, this is an actual chatbot that's on Whatnot that acts like a person.
Yeah, and basically it creates fake names and profiles and then spams the chat for people. So like, and I guess for him, they were bringing up Absolute Batman references and like kind of just pinging him and whatnot. That's the way it read to me. I was not in the show to see it firsthand. And then the people that were in the show said it was messing up bids and like he couldn't see what people were saying. So it kind of got dicey. And then it just sort of like, well, what does that mean for everybody else that uses Whatnot in this capacity? If they can attack Liefeld, they could basically attack any show if it's that easy to do. So
that's crazy.
You know,
Let me, can I show that picture, Kevin? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that was in the chat of, if you're in the comic book group on Facebook, the guy posted it, this guy Shane, and then by the time when I sent it to Brian,
is on Next Level.
No, it wasn't Next Level. It's actually comic book group. I'll look it up and send you the thing, Adam. But it's an actual comic book collecting group.
I belong to so many of them on Facebook. I just get them confused sometimes.
Yeah, it's comic book group is the name of the group on Facebook.
I'm a member of it. I just probably passed it.
So,
and this just kind of changes everything now. Like, whoa, are we a little? Everybody's a little kind of happy to like give Rob Liefeld shit that maybe he has been being like bombarded by people just bringing up Absolute Batman to him all the time in some crazy, troll. You know what I mean? So these young kids, man, they grow up in this shit. They'll figure out ways to troll you, like in the worst ways.
That's what's scary, man.
But very interesting. Just reminds us more of the comic creators we grew up with are not the favorite comic creators of this new generation, and it's weird for us to hear. And in the same way that like we were always told, no, Jack Kirby, Steranko, Neil Adams. Like, no, J. Scott Campbell, Joe Madureira. You know what I mean? Like, there's this new group of kids that are into a totally different thing. And maybe that's another reason why Absolute Batman's just going, hog wild and crazy on all that stuff. So.
Well, and to that end too, like we were talking before with the values, I think for Absolute Batman right now, that value is all over the map. So like, what is the fair market value on that book? Like Clutch, you said you have the only 10 in existence, right? Right now, let's say, according to what you wrote before, like if your 9.9 sells for 11.5, what do you expect a 10 to go for? Is that a $30,000 book? And is that the value? Or is it just, if I'm rich and I have 100K, look at that. Show off.
Oh my gosh, dude, hold on.
There it is. There it is.
First print, sketch cover, double signed, double remark.
Awesome.
It's only 10 of the first prints. There's a couple tens of there's actually a couple tens of the Mark Spears 7th print, and then there's like another third print number 1 that's got a 10, but and there's later ones that have more 9.9s and 10s, but
so
it is odd, huh?
Call Bill Wu and be like, Bill, you put $100,000 for Quintana. I got this one, the only one in existence.
Clutch, you better be careful. We've been labeled as a shill group over here.
Yeah, sorry. Shilling for Big Clutch.
And even got the comment on the FUK'N MAD video with Nick GQ from our friend Dennis. Some bitch till they get you kicked off their shill shows and only make you stronger. It'll be sad but fun to watch it implode like it always does. And of course, I had to comment, rent free. Poke the bear a little bit. Just poke the bear a little bit.
Of course you did.
Right.
And then he said, lol, only time will tell, Mick Schiller. So we got to make a Mick Schiller Beyond Wednesday shirt coming soon, you guys. Make sure you guys go over to Merch Heroes.
Go sell it, dude.
God bless you.
Yeah,
you.
bless you. So,
I'm
anyways.
allergic to bullshit, man.
He's allergic to the bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
I mean, I wish I could watch. I wish I could watch shows like and just snipe. Oh, I caught him. He's lying. Let me rewind it. He's fucking lying. He's a fucking liar.
Oh man.
Like, dude, are you serious?
All right.
They had to change his NFL card.
All right. So one of the
so many pussies in comic books, dude.
One of the final drama alert segments for tonight is a great one. I love old school air cards in sports cards, right? And there are some great ones out there, but this one, they're up there with the Billy Ripken fuckface cards. This is one of them, and I would love to own one of these in a high grade someday. The Fred Marion Pro Set card. Remember this one? With Jerry Rice. I think it's Jerry Rice or John Taylor. It might be John Taylor. We'll see here. Hold on. Check it out.
They had to change his NFL card because it looked like a player had something hanging out that shouldn't be hanging out. This is Fred Marion's 1990 Pro Set card, and this player's belt ended up being pretty distracting, to the point they had to change the image of this card. The updated version of this card can be found for about $1, but if you find the belt variation of this card, raw the card goes for about $50, but a PSA 10 of this card goes for over $2,000. Would you ever pay $2,000 for this card? Make sure.
So here's what's
it's
interesting.
up there with the 3PO cock card.
I was gonna say, is that C3PO?
Totally, bro. 100%. So that being said, let's let our boy David Lee Roth lead us out.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right, now we need to talk about something that is really fucking rad. Amazing Spider-Man number 1004. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mark Spears Amazing Spider-Man cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
What a cool moment for Mark to be able to knock off, like, you guys know, we always talk about, he always talked to us about how Hulk and Spider-Man were the two characters that, like, are his bucket list characters, and to see him kind of get those in the last year is pretty cool. So a lot of respect for that dude, but that's a really good fucking cover.
You see how good we are, Brian? We can just take any artist and blow them up and put them on Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Isn't
no
that
matter
amazing?
how,
Because of us. And,
yeah, how
and
good the
Shabina
talent
is
is.
next, and no matter who we want to
Stop
blow
glazing,
up.
bro. Stop
Yeah.
glazing.
Kingmakers hood.
Yeah,
Kingmakers.
we're the
You're not
kingmakers.
glazing enough, sir.
That
Hey,
is,
you're welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
that type of cover right there is 23 years in the making, like he's
That's so good.
I wonder I would love to ask him, like, how long did it took him to do this, or if he already had it, like he's been working on it forever, you know what I mean? That type of thing. That's a great question to start asking artists. Like, was there ever a cover that was your bucket list that you had been working on forever until, so it just came so naturally? Because I feel like there's, that's maybe a type of thing that they've been holding. Here's my Spider-Man cover I'm going to hold that. Who knows? It's badass either way.
I love the SIG as a billboard too, like under the water tower and like the scroll. Like it's such a good cover.
Yeah. Really fucking good. And then not only that, there is that Avengers book that's on F.O.C. this week. The blind bag. Did you guys get any of those? Clutch, Kevin, anybody?
Actually, I got a couple.
Yeah.
We might have
Call
got a couple.
blind bags
couple-
and Awesome Sauce Radio, but I did get a couple.
We call them body bags. These are called body bags. Adam,
Alright,
you're okay.
body
We
bag.
got a
I'm only
couple of
kidding.
cases of the body bags.
Because Mark Spears is one of the few people in the industry who I allow to use the term blind bag.
This is obviously they're not showing it. It's the the display box spoiler variant. So that's interesting. And this is going to be the new Avengers. Is this a blind bag? Is that what this is? Am I wrong about this?
There
It
is a blind bag version of this, and they have in the 20 box like they had with the Queen and Black one too.
That's great, man. Yeah, pull that off. Here we go. True Believers blind bag. F.O.C. August 24th. So we might as well get into F.O.C. With obviously that beautiful, Amazing Spider-Man. There are a couple interesting books this week. Let me go ahead and do this. I'll run through these really quickly. The Absolute Green Arrow. Have you guys been reading this? What do you guys think so far?
I'm enjoying it.
It's kind of interesting. Making some weird twists and turns.
I haven't read the latest run, the one that just came out, but after that I'm caught up. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Absolute Solomon Grundy.
That's a sick cover though, right there. The Fuimara. That's dope. Hold on here. I had all these pulled up, but I accidentally closed it. There is a Rose Bash 1 in 100 that everybody's gonna go crazy for.
Oh, that's cool,
right?
Just Luke Cage flipping a bird. What a beast!
I think that's gonna be a remark on this quite often.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's turn this into a Billy Ripken book.
That's great.
So there you go on that one. Get rid of that. Couple of interesting variants for that. The Nakayama wraparound. Did you guys see this? Where is it? They need to have it there. Let's go to cover price real quick. Avengers #1 Nakayama. This one's actually pretty. Let's see, pretty good. The Nakayama. It's almost like his color. What did he call that? The colorway variants, something like that. Here you go. Here's the display box. That's pretty simple. What is the buy-in on those, Kevin?
75 maybe or
I think it was
69.
like 80 with shipping. I think they were like 90 something. Something like that.
I could look it up on Penguin. They were last week, so I don't. Let me look.
That's pretty dope, right? Cover. Just
It's great. I love the color stuff that he's doing. It's so fun.
You know
that little
what?
weird pop with Johnny Storm on there, just like there's a little flash of the little blue on there is pretty hilarious.
So, Clutch Leg showed us this thing that I'm sure there's a lot of people that do this, but I thought it was super cool, and it would be a cool way if you really love a wraparound cover to display it. Is Leg was getting the wraparound covers like, and he would have the artist sign the back cover too, so you could put them together. Do you do that on any of your wraparound covers?
No, that's a good idea though.
Right? Isn't that a fucking good idea? And then you can get that framed like that, together, so you see the full image, and you got a cool little signature on there.
Or just buy two and put them side by side.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh, he did two like that, yeah.
Yeah. So
then you can also ask CGC to kind of grade it the backside front ways too, if you submit it that way. They let you do that.
I thought it was dope. I hadn't even thought about that before, which is another reason why I love fucking comics. All right, here we go. This is the Batwoman book. Oh wait, there's a Momoko. This is kind of a crazy Momoko cover. I almost thought he looks like he's hanging, right? Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah, it's weird. It's cool.
So I just looked it up, Brian. The box for the Avengers is $60 to retailers, and then $120 to the consumer.
Clayton Crane. This is the blind bag for Clayton Crane. Nothing special, in my opinion. I like that price. It's not bad.
No, I mean, they're $6 bags, so reasonable to people to take a shot at blind bags. I'm sure they're going to do their sketches again. The Queen of Black sold really well. I mean, they did well.
I like this Batwoman cover.
Do better than say Daredevil for you?
It's funny. I still have people ask for Daredevil. We just did a bunch on the show the other night, but I think because of the sketches, and I think because the covers were cool, and you couldn't get, they weren't open order covers at this point. Like everything in the bag was exclusive to the bag. Yeah. Whereas on the Daredevils, you could get open order covers. They fixed that by the time they got to this one. So I think that's why this one did a little better.
I guess Daredevil is still my gold standard of all the Marvel blind bags at the moment.
Yeah.
I love this fucking Batwoman cover, but there's another good one too by Panosian that is just next level Panosian. Look at that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. He's got a lot of really good covers this week. He's got this one. No, wait, not that one. This one, Catwoman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I really like this Detective by Dan Mora. for cover wise. 113. Creep Show has a couple of dope covers. Francesca Kriega. Let's take a look. That's a new name to me. We're gonna fall in love with another artist here.
Oh, did the Hellraiser cover?
It almost looks like Suspiria right there. The Hellraiser. That's so good, man. Look how creepy that is. Black and white's really good on it too. Very interesting. Did a Dead by Daylight cover. There you go. I also like this one. The Vecchio. It's creepy as hell. And Hood, if Hood was here, I would love to hear his thoughts on this. That's very J. Scott Campbell mixed with
Mama.
I mean,
Like he's here.
he's like in the room.
Right? Isn't that that's very interesting right there, to say the least. Can't tell if it's, a grew up on J. Scott Campbell type thing. It must be a very interesting. You got to be. I don't know how to feel like if you were an artist and people's style were very similar to yours. He had a very interesting answer when we kind of brought it up, where I bet you, he kind of feels a little bit like, some of these guys, like, art looks exactly like my shit. But at the same time, he was humble about it. But it's got to be a weird thing to have that happen in any creative type platform. I mean, music, whatever. So, what have your thoughts been so far about the Exquisite Corpses Fox Mask Killer stuff, Clutch?
Yeah, it's pretty cool covers out there, man. I'm stoked. I will have something to announce very soon as well.
Hell yeah! So we
have a couple. We have a couple books in the mix that are coming out. So very excited to jump in.
Awesome.
They had a call on Thursday with Tinian and Shay talking about it. They kind of did a really good job of selling the story and and how it's going to pick up from the mainline title. It actually made it sound really interesting. It was a really cool Zoom with them.
That's cool. New York's getting ready to less than what? It's about a month and a week away, I think, maybe a month and a half.
A little more.
No?
You're gonna make Clutch panic. Don't.
Dude.
Yeah, don't.
I just had to look at my. Oh man.
I bought my tickets. So we'll see. All right.
The same day Image had this call. Marvel had a call about their midnight run, which is next week's FOC, but they're doing some homage covers, which they showed to the retail that are just awesome. Like horror movie homage covers, kind of like Tony Fleeks was doing, but the Marvel way. And they're actually they're actually some cool covers that they have coming for the midnight
That's
run.
great.
And they actually made it sound interesting. Like I was kind of on the fence about it, but the interior art and the story, the way they're planning to do it, like it could be pretty cool. I'm going to give it a shot when it comes out.
Midnight Spidey looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at this cover. This cover's fantastic.
Wow. Who is that?
Mike Huddleston.
Wow.
1 in 50.
Deep dive number 2 of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Mike's great.
Let's see if we're following him. Give him a follow. Wow. Fantastic. I love his design style. Like, that's excellent. Excellent. Hey. All right. Dick Tracy. This is the Lee Weeks cover, and I actually like that a lot. Pretty dope. The Escort's got a Pouliot.
The Escort.
Ooh. That's a freaking
My overload.
yes,
Just a
sir.
friend.
Yes, sir, dude. Holy cow. Fantastic. G.I. Joe 26. 1 in 25.
Yeah, these have been super cool.
That's fantastic too. Looking forward. This is actually a really good cover too, right here. The Duke versus Flint. I was always a Flint guy. Flint was like my third or fourth pick every time. You know, if I had first pick, it was like Snake Eyes, and then Night Viper was always a high pick. Zartan and Flint were like my top 4 picks. When you dump all the G.I. Joes out and you know. All right, here we go. That's a dope cover though. A Pena. There is a John Boy 1 in 50 that's probably going to be fantastic because the last one was really good as well. This is the new Gambit book, and that's an Akko variant that is pretty dope. I don't know if there's any ratio. Yeah, there is. Here we go. Here's the Hetrick 1 in 25. And this one's pretty dope. This is the Dodderman Virgin. Just buy the trade dress on that one. Godzilla number 13. This is kind of interesting. This is a glow-in-the-dark Gonzo, and that's fantastic.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And then there's another cover that kind of reminds me of Jay Gonzo's style a little bit, and that is the Jesse Hernandez variant. Very Central American art style. This is dope. Urban Aztec variant.
Shout out to Urban Aztec. Guess he's a beast.
What is it? What is Urban Aztec?
Jesse Hernandez. He's amazing.
Is that what he goes by?
Southern California artist. I think he's Bay Area actually, not SoCal, but he's up in the Bay. He is super sick. He just did he did all these remember him like vinyl figures a bunch of years ago. He would do these like Marvel vinyl figures and stuff, dude. They're so tight. One of the nicest dudes too. He's always at Comic-Con, always find time to catch up and chat. He did a book with Yesterdays for Battle Beast, which is really sick too. So if you're at Yesterdays, I think has it on their site.
I gotta give this guy a follow ASAP. This
Jesse's
guy's
amazing.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen.
He's a Giants fan, but you can let it slide.
Third rabbit hole of the night to produce good material.
He also, by the way, he also just got his first homie that they had at San Diego. They made a homie of him.
Nice.
So cool.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I don't know if it was at San Diego or if it was at Decon, but
I like the Run the Jewels variant. The homage he did up top. That's a cool style.
Hood would be tripping out right now.
Look at it with the machine gun. Sick.
Yeah, it's so sick. Guys, I got to bounce off. Catch
Later,
you guys
brother.
later.
All right, pal.
Much
Peace,
love,
bro.
Coach.
See you soon, buddy.
That's fantastic shit right there. Yeah.
Primus.
Wow, look at that.
311. Wow.
That is fucking awesome. Holy cow, is that good?
Apparently, a lot of people in my industry know him because I have not seen his work before, but that is impressive.
That image right there is one of the coolest pieces of, like, I'm not even a 311 fan, and I would love to have that framed.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an actual poster? Like,
yeah, it looks like from the August 10th tour date he was
can
doing.
you buy
That's
that?
local. Sometimes it'll be backstock, but a lot of times those sell out at venue night of show.
July 11th. When was it? July 11th.
2007. August 19, 2017.
August 19th. Sorry, you guys. Putting you through it. When was it?
2017.
This is probably going to be... Yes, that's what I meant. More strike and kill variants. What's this?
No. Go back to the... You have the Instagram post? Maybe we have the wrong date. It was...
No, that's it. So I just want to find... all right, let's see on eBay if I can find that fucker. That would be a sweet piece to get framed. Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for that poster because that poster would be sick. Urban Aztec. 311. Bam. It's pretty sick though.
It's probably, if everyone has it, no one's getting rid of it.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. That shit's dope. Anyways, where were we? My tabs are driving people crazy right now, bro.
Looks great to me.
Hellraiser Resurrections, A Return of the Priest. This is a new #1. That's a Christian Ward 1 in 25. That's pretty sick.
That is cool.
The Olivetti is fantastic, though. That should have been a ratio. Should have been a ratio. That's the next shirt. I need if anybody out there wants to help me a design shirts, I need a should have been a ratio design. I need a like a Mick Schiller jersey variant design, like a sports jersey where the back says Mick Schiller and like has a number on it. And I need a official Shilla Beyond Wednesdays design.
That's a must.
Yeah. I need a documented douchebag design. What else? There's so many. I need the #1 thing I need is I need all the different sign language stuff. So like a this is the I want the I love you sign language thing to be like the main thing, and I want it to say in hoc seg vinces, which means in the sign I shall conquer type text. And then on the back have like all the different other sign languages, like flipping the bird, the peace sign, all kinds of cool shit. Anyways, and then underneath the front, you flip the shirt up, and the bottom left inside of the shirt is one of the circle game things, so you can circle game your friends. Anyways, you ever played the circle game when you were a kid?
No.
No.
Is that the?
Yeah, that's when you throw the circle. Yeah.
I used to do that with my uncle. Well, you'd have to break it. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want that to be printed on the underside of the bottom left. So when you flip it up, you can, you know what I mean?
People.
Yeah, you can get people with the circle game. So
nice.
All right. Anyways, that's a dope one right there from Olivetti. This is the 1 in 10, the other ratio. It's okay. Nothing crazy. All right. Hornsby and Halo has a dope 25th anniversary homage, but even better than this, they have a sketch cover 25th anniversary.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I love these anytime they get made. J. Scott Campbell, this, whatever. I'm cool each time. I think they're great. Dude, those freaking fighting game covers are gonna start taking off, it seems, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think. I like them. I think they're all fucking great. Don't get me wrong. But we'll see. The Magic one took off. There's a couple of them that are really good. There's a Carnage one that's really good. That's out this week. Let me see if I can find that. And
I'm
the
surprised they
game,
don't put a code in the book to like use in game to get you to buy one. Like, you know, same way they have the sticker you could pull off, like to have an in-code game to give you something if you read the book, even if it's just a cosmetic thing to make it different. I'm surprised they haven't tapped into that yet for their fighting games.
totally. Couldn't agree more. Just a little that should be just a little cool little extra, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't understand why they couldn't do that. It would only help. All right. Let's see here. This is crazy. Horror Comics Dead Man's Party #1 Andrew Magnum variant.
That's a great cover.
I think that this could be money. This is for the blind. It is a demon, a super hot demon with big tits and stripper gear, to say the least. But a tail and a huge demon claw, demon horns, and holding a skull.
Awesome.
You're gonna want 10 of these, Adam, so you just write it down.
Yeah, that's why I can just bring it. I can bring those to Exotica and then better number one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one. Speaking of the Tokon games, this is the Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone #2, Green Goblin.
yeah.
And it's fantastic. Like really fucking good.
Number one is a good read.
Really?
I gotta say, I enjoyed it. It's a fun story. I mean, I think Kevin Smith is tied to it somehow. I know they were doing a signing at the stash today.
Kevin Smith is writing the entire miniseries.
writing
He
it,
was
yeah.
signing copies today.
It's a cool story. It's, you know, it's one of the few things they haven't tried to do yet with Hulk to fix him, and it's fun.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Also there is this. Let me pull this. There is the Loki one for the game stuff, and then there is here's the Carnage one for Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day #5. That's fantastic. Really, really good. So let me get rid of a bunch of these. Whoa. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Maybe no, we can talk about that later. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Get back to this. Get rid of that.
Could save that for Drama Alert next week.
Yes.
Sure, there'll be more on it.
Okay, here we go. It demands sacrifice. Now, I don't know what's up with this. This was supposed to be the San Diego Comic-Con Bad Idea Tiki Party exclusive that was only limited to 100. But I don't know if they did something special for that one. Maybe it was like an acetate like they did for the first one. That would have been cool if it was. I didn't get one. They went so fast. And Tony was at the Tiki Party signing these, which was pretty sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't get one. And I want one because that's such a cool homage, and this series sounds crazy. If you guys haven't heard about this series,
there's a Scotty Young I know because the wife already told me that we have to order it.
This Scotty Young
told
is
me already.
Fantastic. Here's the Scotty.
That's so good.
Look at this cover though. This is the Flops variant.
Oh my god!
Flops is doing a variant for this.
Ooh, wee.
Smokes. So good. God.
Yeah.
Did you get the Flops Batman comic, by the way, Bri?
No, the
that went on sale
Batgirl
the other night.
No,
yeah, the
that's pretty
Batgirl.
Wait, Flops to the Batman too.
Yeah, it's a great cover. It went on sale the other day. I don't know if it's sold out, but it's on his site if there's any
I
left.
have to go to his site.
Let's go take a
Or,
look.
or I need to message him again, anyways. But you know,
So good.
Let's
We
take
were
a
literally
look.
getting ready to go live on Whatnot, and I was like, hold the show for a minute. I got to order copies for myself. I'm like, don't start. I can't talk to anybody because I got to order my books.
All right, here it is, you guys. It is still available.
It's not sold out. Get on that.
Let's
if you
let's
haven't
drop the
gotten it.
link. Go show Flop some love.
God, so good.
Batman and Robin, year 1, dynamic duos, number 2 of 12. Limited to 1,000 trade dress. You can get CGC copies. Pretty dope.
Great looking book.
So go show our boy Flop some love. One of the good guys. But that where did it go? Yeah, that is fantastic. Holy cow.
So good.
Great job on that, brother.
Gotta make sure we order that. That's a great
Lobos, or sorry, Lobo number 7. This is the Raza cover, and that is awesome. Such a cool cover.
I got some catching up to do. This is a great series.
It's been fun. I'm not mad at it. Scotty Young's doing a great job writing it. It really is a fun read.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read since issue 4, so I got a little bit of catching up to do, but this is the best Lobo's been in years.
There's a couple good covers. There's a Raza, the Ramon Villalobos cover. He's got his fucking big bully. I think it's a bulldog, right? The bully. It's pretty dope. And then there's a Dave Johnson variant that is one of the first Dave Johnson variants I've ever seen that doesn't look like a propaganda poster. And that's a good compliment because I love his covers. But this does not look like a Dave Johnson cover.
My app goes up to 11 billion. Spinal Tap joke. I like it.
And he's plugged into a fucking sun. Dying sun. The main cover, here you go. So for all the Lobo fans out there. This is Marvel Mangaverse Ghostlock number 1. And that's a sick cover. Interesting sounding character. So it says, when you seek vengeance, expect carnage. Renowned creative team Alyssa Wong and Michael VG reunite for an explosive tale of retribution in this Marvel Mangaverse 25th anniversary special. Carnage has carved a bloody swath through humans and yokai alike as he seeks to fulfill a... What? That doesn't make sense. Through humans and yokai alike, too, he seeks to fulfill a cataclysmic prophecy. The only thing standing in his way, the hellacious fury of the righteous, pissed-off Ghost Rider and her Shinigami bike. Riding hell for leather, Quanon hunts down Cletus Cassidy as they race Bracenik down the road to ruin. So Quanon is a Ghost Rider? Wow. That's kind of crazy.
That's pretty good. You have to check that out.
That cover's sick right there.
Yeah, that's cool. And hunting down Cletus Cassidy too. That's interesting.
That's the Akka variant on this one. Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Cool.
Next, Miles. You got a really dope 1 in 25 Netho Diaz for Miles Morales Spider-Man number 2. That's fantastic. There's a couple good covers for this one. I really like the Pacelli variant.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a Torrin Clark Muppets. Kind of weird, but...
There's a lot going on. It's Dr. Teeth and Spider-Gwen in the back.
Spider-Gwen playing drums. It should have been Spider-Punk, not Miles Morales, but I get it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But look at this Virgin Cafu. Now, here's the main cover. The main cover is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Like, really good. Who did that? Simone DeMeo killed that cover. Holy cow, that cover is like, wowzers. That cover is so good, bro. Everything that he puts out, he's another one of those artists. When you find those artists that just keep getting better and better and better with the shit they put out, and he's one of those artists. That's fantastic.
I just always feel like if his name is on a book, you could get it because it's going to be a legitimately good cover. Even on the #1, he had a great cover. It's just consistent.
This is the Cafu variant, and there is a version for that. That's the 1 in 50, but buy the trade. It's better anyways. All right. Monstrous 64 has a crossover with Witchblade. Look at that cover.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That cover is fantastic. It's a Sana Takeda cover. Damn, that's good. Here's the main cover. Classic series. I have a 1 through like 50, I think. I gotta check. Just a beautiful comic book. New Titans number 39. This is the cover C Ethan Young variant. Very like old school, like Silver Age. This reminds me of like a Silver Age cover, you know?
Yeah.
But there is another one that's pretty good. Is it the main cover? No, maybe I was thinking of something else. Oh, I know what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the
Sanford Green.
Yeah. There's a really good Nightwing cover. But this is the Red Coat number 20. Portella's doing, he jumped from G.I. Joe to, he's doing now other covers in his, what does he call it? Like, I forget what he calls it. Camouflage style, maybe? Something like that. Something Epic, number 15. This is the B cover, and it's a homage, obviously, to The Shining, but it's fantastic by Simon Kudransky. Fantastic. Really good. Sonic the Hedgehog has a 1 in 15 for Natalie Fordrain. This is number 90. That covers, if you can get it for cover price or for cheap, that is going to be all the ratio Natalie Fordrain covers for the most part. You can flip for decent money. And I feel like this could be one of them. Is that a new character? I don't know. Probably not. I don't follow up with Sonic lately. I love stained glass covers. Spider-Man, Hulk, Fire and Brimstone, cool. Number 2. This is the Dolly variant. Fantastic. Star Wars Boba Fett number 2 has a great 1 in 25 with the, what's this guy's name? I always forget his name. He's the elephant looking dude that plays in the band. That, like, if you go look at the actual way his body is, that's not his hands, that's his feet that he's playing with. It's very weird. What's that guy's name? Chat. If Chuck might know. Chuck's a big Star Wars fan too. Max Rebo? Rebo is the name. Is it Max Rebo? Is that the dude's name? Rebo. Yeah, Max that's Rebo, it.
Yeah.
All right, Max Rebo. Let's take a look. Check this out. This will trip you guys out. That's not how he's. That's how he's supposed to look right there. He doesn't have fucking arms. So look at that. That's crazy. I always loved that about that character. So there's that. Where were we on that? Let's see here. I'm all over the place. I've lost. I got so many damn tabs, you guys. I've lost myself. All right, there's another cool variant for this. The main cover's dope. That is by Phil Noto. I like this one too, the Casanovas variant. And then the Rod Rice variant's pretty dope too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Superman Unlimited has a dope V. Ken Marion cover. I like V. Ken Marion. It's pretty wicked. And then it has a Mark Spears foil variant. It's going to be interesting. Have you seen these in the foil? What does the foil look like on these?
I have a couple from the last one, the Ursa one. They're all the same. They're not bad.
Okay.
little too shiny. I think if they would do it more of a spot instead of the full,
Yeah.
it might be nicer.
Again, spot foil, spot gloss is the way to go, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely some of the coolest ways to do variants. Thor 801 has a Stephen Platt variant.
Very nice.
Right? I bet you the sketch that this was taken from is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to see it in black and white because I think that would. Surprised I didn't do a black and white variant of that.
Let's take a look. No, they didn't. Isn't that crazy?
Nah.
Here's the main cover. That's kind of wicked. That Ross, yeah, Alex Ross. A little different than his normal style.
And that's the main cover of the Ross?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've read Immortal 4, so I have to start checking it out again.
Transformers #2 has an 11th printing, and look who it is. Our boy Peter Carroll.
Nice.
Gotta order that.
Testify.
One of the best artists in the comic game. Most underrated. One of the most underrated. There's also, hold on here. All right, here we go. Walking Dead Deluxe. I always love this Charlie Adler cover for 143, 145. So simple.
Yep.
Michael Turner fans rejoice. Witchblade #25 has a 1 in 50 spot foil variant. If this could be the book of the week, if this book really pops, this could be the when it comes out, could be the book.
That could be a monster.
It's fucking gorgeous. There is a cover B sketch cover variant of it, but
it's cool too. I think the color is good. The foil's gonna be the move.
Bro, really good. Q Wonder Woman 37. Q just keeps getting better too. And then finally, I like this X-Men 34-second printing. Juggernaut's such a cool character, and I love when he's a good guy. I think he's one of those characters that comes across really well, flipping from a bad guy to a good guy.
Yeah.
But
that run's been weird, you know.
Yeah. All the X-Men stuff has been weird, bro. Or let's just be honest, it's been shit.
Yeah.
Been,
that's why it'll be interesting.
But
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do because in Midnight in the call they were talking like Nightcrawler is going to be a priest kind of character and Storm is a vampire type of character, and they showed a lot of the interior art which looks really good, and all three stories are going to cross over.
Oh, that's good.
At various points. So
that's good.
Yeah, they have it kind of set for like 25, 30 issues, you know, in their mind. Like it's not a 5-shot. Like they want it to go. So,
bro, my hope is really to like, I want Marvel to be better. And I just don't think this is going to be good. And I felt that way about Absolute Batman when it first came out. You know, I said that already. But man, it just sounds like we've already done that. You know what I mean? We've been there, done that.
Excuse me. To me, this sounds like Heroes Reborn 4.2 at this point. We've been on this road a ton of times with Marvel. I hope this is worth sacrificing the Ultimate stuff for, because the Ultimate Spider-Man book was just off the chain.
Well, they were talking about like with the Fantastic Four story, like they're not like the family that you know them. They're all coming together. Reed's powers actually hurt him when he uses them. It was pretty gnarly the way they were talking about it. And the Spider-Man book, the way the spider sits on his chest and actually takes control of him. They showed some of the interior panels where like literally Spider-Man is ripping apart people's heads. It was pretty wild. And I'm like, it could be fun. like, we'll see. You got to give it a shot. They have a story. They have a plan. I think it could be okay. Is it 25 issues good? I don't know, but I also didn't think Ultimate Spider-Man was going to go that long.
It sounds so stupid to me, bro. It sounds so bad.
I know.
I'll give it a chance.
I tell you, I was a doubter too, but hearing them on the call, seeing some of the artwork they've got coming up, really is just it could be good. I'll give it a few issues before.
You can't do any worse than half of Ever Marvel's bullshit right now.
Well, that is also true because a lot of their stories have been pretty weak.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. One thing that they do have been doing well is things other than comics, right? Brand New Day, the video games, some of the blind bags, like the production on the blind bags, and then the Topps Chrome Marvel that's coming out. Have you guys seen these? The cards? Obviously, Adam hasn't, but have you, Kevin?
Oh, but I know them, and I'm already going to be addicted to those things.
Yeah, I saw this post, so I saw some of these because I saw what this post came up in my feed. But I'm excited for anything that's going to cross over, especially to make the world. And some of these cards, like I like that Spider-Man card a lot. I think it's just a cool image. So we'll see. I don't do a lot of cards, but I've always been like, I'm waiting for the right one to take a flyer on. Maybe this will be it.
I don't know what the cost. Maybe $5 a packet says. But we'll have to see. They're doing one-on-ones where they're cutting pages of comic books, which is interesting.
Interesting.
That 1 in 25 Ghost Rider looks sick.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They look okay. They don't look as good as the last set that came out. I remember that last set came out.
Excuse me, Brian. Are they on the level of the Deadpool Wolverine set that came out?
They're much different. They're like, they've got sketch cards. They've got really cool, refractors and limited cards.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you said they're going to be $5 a pack?
Let's take a look. Let's see here.
That's not that bad at all.
Oh, they have autographs. That's cool. Perillo autographs. See, they're being smart.
Nice.
They're finding the dope images. They're putting that images and having the artist sign them. That is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a cool Perillo auto. They got an Adi Granov auto. They got cool autos. They've got cool clawed chrome variations where it looks like Wolverine's claw. Let's see here. Let's look. They have hobby boxes, mega boxes, value boxes. Let's see what the price is. I don't know if it says the prices.
I'm still waiting for them to do what they do like with the wrestling cards. They put like a costume from one of the movies and cut that in the cards.
I hate that they just put the fucking prices. What the hell? Here's some of the cards that have maybe been pulled.
John says he has the Ghost Rider signed by Perillo, numbered to 50. He picked one up already? Jeez.
Jeez, bro.
Awesome sauce.
Is that a Jeff the Shark card?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Blink by Maduera.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, who's that? Ed McGuinness signed Hulk card. That's cool. That's dope.
Cool.
Those look great. I like that. Good on Topps for pulling that off. Pete Alonso.
You just said Maduera isn't Joe Mad?
Yeah.
He's got a card in this. I'm sold.
I don't know if he's got an autograph card, but
yeah, but just to get a new card with Joe Mad art, that makes me happy too. Being a kid of the '90s.
But here's the problem. And then I see one where it's an autograph, a triple auto with Peter Parker, Mary Jane, and Gwen Stacy. Get that shit out of here.
Oh, that's terrible.
Like they did with the Disney bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's shitty.
That's not cool.
They have
That's only
sketch
cool
cards.
if they would have had Tom Holland sign Peter Parker, I might be all right with it, but otherwise,
This is
just some
cool.
rando.
Toby,
If any if any like famous person has been in a comic, like they have Pete Alonso, Seth Meyers, Kevin Feige, they make case hits of them in of that panel image, and then they have autograph versions. So there's like signed Seth Meyers of him in a comic, and it's that panel. That's actually cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. We'll see how those play out. I love shit like that. I think that shit's cool. I'm all for it. This is something that I like that Sean Hudachko talked about on one of the industry show one time. It's called the Conqueror Challenges. And you sign up, I think you get this app and you walk. And it counts your steps. And if you get rewards for each, like 100,000 miles or 100 miles or something like that, whatever. And you can build a infinity gauntlet, and they have this like brooch / like cool metal. It's all made of metal, infinity gauntlet, and each milestone you hit, you get an infinity gem sent to you. And it's just a cool thing. And the way he talked about it, he's like, it's just something cool. It gives me a reason to like, go and get my steps each day, and something cool to collect. And so that's pretty interesting. It says virtual challenges are distance-based adventures to complete at your own pace. Perfect for all fitness levels. Connect your fitness trackers or manually log your miles in the app. You follow Thanos' hunt for cosmic power. Track your progress on a custom map with a mobile app. Set your own time frame to match your fitness goals. Choose any activity you want. Walk, run, cycle, or convert 100 activities into distances. Unlock fun in-app rewards. Collect virtual postcards, character cards, and discover legendary comic book covers, all as you progress. The Infinity Gauntlet Virtual Challenge is the culmination of the Avengers Challenge series inspired by the legendary Marvel comic books. You must complete all 5 superhero challenges first to collect the 5 Infinity Stones they guard. Only then can the gauntlet be made whole. That's cool, man. Very cool.
That is cool.
Right? I love shit like that. Just cool things to collect. All right. I'm still getting shit over this about Tosaint is not the same as Tosin. I get it. I get they're not the same characters, but they're kind of the same characters. Let's be honest. Like Tosaint, Tosin, everybody went crazy for the son of T'Challa, and they need a son of T'Challa to take over for him. I get it. It's not the same fucking exact characters, but they're pretty damn similar. And I feel like if there was a spec play, it would be on that first Tosin rather than that other character. But I'm wrong. Probably more than I'm right, and I'm willing to admit that. We'll see how it plays out. But this was very interesting. This is Marvel. They did a picture of half of the guy they cast to play Toussaint in Black Panther, David Johnson, next to Chadwick Boseman, and they look like that's got to be fake, right? That's Chadwick Boseman on both, right? That's got to be fake. Let me look here. I feel like that's too good. I feel like they got me, bro. I feel like they got me on this one. Now that I see it, I'm like, yeah, they fucking got me. No way. No way. Yeah, that should be fake. What are they saying here? It doesn't look like this. Yeah, that's bullshit.
I don't think that's the same dude's photo.
Yeah, no, that's Chadwick Boseman on both.
Yeah, on both.
Yeah,
So it's like a younger versus older.
Jaime says, "Yep, got him." I need to put that into the. I'm gonna write that down. I need to get the got him and put that into my stream deck. Holy cow, bro! That's kind of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit that on the internet these days, huh? All right, new artist, real quick. Another new artist. Somebody sent this to me. Whoever sent it to me, thank you, appreciate it. Humam Art, HUMAM. Very Dell'Otto-esque. This was a sketch cover on a blank cover that he did. Mixed media. Very Dell'Otto-esque. Pretty dope. And he's got some really good. I mean, his Spider-Man stuff, you see it and you're like, bro, that's fucking Dell'Otto.
Yeah.
Come on. Chop, chop. What's going on here? They got too many all right, here we go. Very Dell'Otto-esque. That's a sick dark side right there. Did some really good
cool.
Conan. Moon Knight is cool. The Bane's cool. I like that Conan. Look at this Spider-Man coming up though. That's a dope Joker and Harley. Dope Wolverine.
It's tiny Wolverine, which was why it was kind of cool. It wasn't like the full size.
I love this Dark Knight one right here.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. Very Dell'Otto on a Spider-Man. That's a crazy. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah.
But he's a good artist, man. Really good. The problem is that when you go down, you see all the fucking Fame covers. Hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully that doesn't sour his growth. I don't think that you should blame the artist on that. That is a dope Wolverine.
Yeah, it's like it's the short one. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Not a real person, says
No.
Chad Cave. I know
Said
who
it's
is a
Sean
real
Hidachko.
person. Our buddy MJ Comics. Shout out to James. I talked to him the other night. He's doing great things. Go check out his Brett Bean Dork super fan interview. It was dope. He put this up. He says, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to appreciate collectibles from the UK more and more. There aren't many things we got that our US counterparts already didn't have, but this complete Spider-Man 1 UK edition is one of them. Free with the Amazing Spider-Man game on the Commodore 64. This comic was folded in half and included inside the game box. I'm super happy to have this book in a decent grave, even more happy to have it signed by my favorite artist, Todd McFarlane. So we've talked with him about this multiple times, but it's still just beautiful to see. Such a cool thing. Love that shit. All right. That's about it.
Nice.
What else? Anything you guys got coming up? Kevin, you got anything coming up over the next week?
We'll be doing our Whatnot show on Thursday, and then our buddy at Spineworks bought a con in Connecticut called Cliffs Con, so we're gonna go set up there and help him for his inaugural takeover, and we'll see how that goes.
When is Clips Con?
It is Sunday in Plainville, Connecticut. Plainview, Connecticut. It's a schlep. It's not close, like 2.5
Yeah,
hours
no,
away.
like I said,
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on SuperCon on August 29th in
Yeah.
Townsboro, New Jersey. If anyone's a fan of the movie Mallrats or John Romita Jr., they got for a one-day show. They have a killer guest list.
Awesome.
Sorry, I had that thing up there the whole time.
I just saw Emmett did a Lost Boys 40th anniversary screening, and he set up a comic shop in the lobby of the movie. Did you see that? I was like,
Yeah.
that's sick. And he had Destroy All Vampires comics.
Yeah.
Good for him. That looked fun.
He's doing cool shit with that. He did that for
Yeah.
Brand New Day, and we talked about it on the industry show. I got a lot of respect for Emmett for doing stuff like that. You know, put your money, put your time and money where your mouth is, and you know, I think that setting up at events like that for the movie theaters is one of the best places to get new readers and new buyers into the hobby for those type of things. So that's pretty dope.
Yep.
All right, before we go, what do we got coming up? I'm going to do a card sale Monday. So that'll be for all the card fans. New York Comic-Con is coming up, and it is expensive to go to New York. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of sales, and if you guys want to get some really cool books and cards and collectibles at good prices, give me a follow on Whatnot, eBay Live. Check out my eBay store. All the links are below. I've got all kinds of stuff I'm going to be putting up over the next month, all over all kinds of places, to pay for the craziness that is New York. It's cost me twice the amount to go to New York than it does San Diego, which is crazy. But
wow,
and I couldn't imagine people that have to set up tables and got to ship pallets across the country, you know.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Is there going to be a Beyond Wednesday Comic-Con exclusive?
I can't say
I had
yet.
to ask.
I can't say yet.
I had to ask for the people. The people want to know. Should they be saving dollars?
There could be multiples. It could be multiples.
Nice. All right.
So,
There it is.
yeah. The important things to me are going to be seeing all you guys and hanging out with everybody. I love breaking bread.
I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
There's one of my favorite hip hop artists is out of Arizona. His name's Merkums. He's got a thing that he says, break bread or play dead. And I love that mindset. I love both figuratively, let's make some money together and look out for each other. And also let's sit down and enjoy a good meal, a good drink, and some good company. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be out there Tuesday through Monday with Big Leg. Yeah, so we're going to be raising some funds for that. As well, Tuesday on the industry show, as of right now, I believe this is going to happen. We're going to finally have Christina from Lunar Distribution joining us, which is going to be a big deal. Yeah, so I'm hoping that happens. We're working on a Todd McFarlane, Mark Spears interview for September. And we're going to have Adam from SvetdaShabina.com on with us on Wednesday night to talk about some new Sveta news and maybe have a special drop on Wednesday night. So come, if you're a Sveta fan or even a Pete Carroll fan, come join Beyond Wednesdays on Wednesday night.
That's a good tease.
Yes. So those are the next couple shows coming up, and card sale on Monday and probably another comic sale on Thursday for Whatnot. All packages have been sent out from my last Whatnot sale. Thank you for everybody's patience. As you guys know, I'm not your normal retailer, so my shipping time takes longer, and I can't thank the people that support Beyond Wednesdays through those sales. I can't thank them for their patience enough. Sometimes my shipping takes a week, and you guys are the best. I see you, Soggy Girl, in the chat. She's one of the best. So thank you so much for everybody that helps us support, including you, Kevin. Thank you, man. And then big shout out to everybody out there on the for the Comic Book Community Awards. There's a link pinned in the chat if you guys want to go vote. I implore you guys to vote for House of Stein, MJ Comics, Immortal Biggie Shaq, Chonkos Comics, Matt Likes Comics, who else? MJ's SNIKT.com, but especially the House of Stein. We're also in there for a category. If you guys enjoyed Beyond Wednesdays, go vote. The link is in the chat. There's a lot of people and friends that we're seeing in those community awards more than ever. And I like seeing that. So we'll see how this year's awards go, and hopefully it'll be, drama free, but you never know with the Comic Book Community Awards. Also, make sure you go and vote for best Blue Wrench or best, mod. I know JSS Brooklyn is one of the guys that is mentioned in that. So he's on the ballot, and he's always in our chat.
Our brothers and sisters in the who have, the wrench and the mod who are in that category.
Yeah.
Here's
the other thing.
Brad. Getting in. You made it. You're on the list.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Downplay that year. Now I know you said everybody else, but let's not forget too that everybody watching this show, it'll only be helping you in the channel. Yeah, we don't have a best show category, so it's whatever one you're under, best live or whatever.
Yeah.
So People should vote.
Well, here's the other thing. I'm going to be trying to transition to using Discord more. I'm moving everything from my Google groups and everything over to Discord. So all the links will now be posted in Discord. So Blind Adam, I'll be adding you in the Discord group. For those of you guys that are co-hosts, there are Discord groups now for the co-hosts where I'll be dropping links, and there's a production calendar of who will be on shows. I have special roles for members now. There's a way to have YouTube and Discord kind of like work together to give roles to the members, each different tier of our memberships. So those members who are in each different tier are going to have special extras. We're going to start hopefully putting together some cool things with a lot of the retailers that support Beyond Wednesdays that have been reaching out to kind of do stuff together. We're already got promotion working with Comics Elite. Shout out to Comics Elite, who are just really supportive of Beyond Wednesdays, and Sean, who is one of the co-hosts on the industry show. If you use the promo code Beyond10, you can get 10% off over at Comics Elite on their website. Utilize that. Take advantage of that, you guys. Same with KRS Comics. Use promo code Beyond10 to get 10% off and save with Hive Comics. So go to KRS Comics, Hive Comics, Comics Elite, and if you go to svetashabina.com, use the promo code Beyond10 to get 10% off as well there. At Dynamic Forces, there's a promo code Beyond, I think it's called the Beyond Wednesday, I believe. I got to check. But I'm going to start putting all that information out in the Discord more and giving some of the retailers that we are working with are going to start, creating cool things just for some of the higher tier level members, and our YouTube members to kind of give back to them, special, mystery boxes and variant boxes and, stuff, all super transparent. This is what's in them. This is, what they're selling for, yada, yada, yada. And hopefully give you guys good deals on some cool variants throughout the years and books throughout the years and even future stuff. So that'll be very cool. And there's a ton of cool, the Discord has been around for a long time. And, it's got a lot of cool things in it, where you can talk about, market reports through all different types of collectibles, all the different shows, niche comic collecting tiers, glow in the dark covers, alien covers, bondage covers, bubblegum covers, chromium foil covers, creator first lists. I'm going to hopefully be turning the Beyond Wednesdays creator first list into its own app and a website here soon through the power of AI. So that'll be cool. Shout out to everybody that helps us continue that list. It's a living list that is added to constantly. The link is below. It's also going to be talked about in the Discord. And we're going to do cool things, like I said, especially for members, maybe some members only type streams where we open up the members voice chat and hang out and shoot the shit and talk, do stuff. Very, very cool. So come hang out. The Discord link is below. If you have problems getting in, let me know. And then shout out to all the hosts. Hit me up on Discord. If you're not already added to the groups, check to see if you're already added to the different show groups. And there is a production calendar in there too. So we're kind of leveling up our game. As you guys have maybe seen on the last Saturday night show, it was Wednesday night show, we introduced Joe Ed, who's going to help us clip stuff. Which is great. So we're going to be putting out more clips and more market reports coming. I'm back to not only doing market reports on Wednesdays, but also clipping the market reports as it's really helped our subscriber count. And it's weird because I can see this thing happening when I don't put out edited videos, non-live videos, which are like the market report clips and stuff. my subscriber count kind of drops. So I think I need to play in that non-live video game to kind of help bring in new people. But I can't thank the people who have been rocking with us since day one enough. You OG members, you live show members, you all the member tiers on YouTube is amazing. And shout out to everybody that drops those memberships, in the chat. Kevin, you're one. Alex, Rye, all of the people that have been doing that. Thank you so much. So that being said, long outro. We'll see you soon. Adios.